I am so sleepy. Hello. I was taking a little nap. Just a little way. Excuse me. Sit up. Hi, Veda. Hello, Veda. I was trying to take a little nap. I'm sleepy. Excuse me. Hello, Vital. How are you? Where is my hat? I am so cozy. I said, let me take a little nap. And I looked, it's 11:20. I said, oh. Hello. Awesome, man. Y'all blocked each other? Dang, Veda. Hello, Jerry. I feel cozy, but I feel very cozy. So much so, I move from the spot in about 45 minutes. And it's not necessarily the most comfortable position either. How's everybody's day? Hola. Hola, Jerry. Welcome to Aysia Smiles Live. Whoa. What? Welcome to Aysia Smiles Live. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is like 11:30-ish. I did push it back a little bit. I thought about making this a sleep live stream tonight. Words are hard. Words are hard, yes. I should watch sheesh, Aysia. Wow. I spent most of my day when we talked, we all met each other up at the park, right? We talked earlier today. No poll? There is always a poll. There's always a poll. I just haven't posted it yet. I'll say. No rush. No rush. Take it easy. Take it easy. Oh, goodness. Yes, Jose, we are running a little behind tonight. Mi amor. Sheesh. Mm-hmm. We can buy that. Yeah, so I worked this morning. I walked this morning. So I did my morning walk. We went live this morning. And then I did what I said. I washed my hair. So that's why we look like this. It actually doesn't look terrible. So it's not terrible, but you know. So we washed our hair. And then I worked on the puzzle. Because I said I would do no work today. So I didn't do no work today. And then, yeah, I worked on a puzzle for a little while. And then I've been watching Dr. Pimple Popper. Like a lot of Dr. Pimple Popper. And I probably should have went to sleep a lot earlier. I should have took a nap today. Appa! It doesn't look terrible until you do like this. No, this is terrible. Well, not terrible. It's just, it is what it is. So I don't try to scare the people like that. Because, if they're not, melanated, they may be, hello, Appa. I don't mind it. I just be looking for, my hat. Where's my hat? The way you... Yeah, I don't mind it. I promise you I don't. I promise you I don't mind it at all. But I was looking for the hat. And that kind of got me thinking, like, where is my hat? Now, I left my agenda book at my best friend's house. And so part of me is like, did I leave my hat over there too? Where's my hat? But I've been sitting in the spot for an hour. Like, Aysia, get up. Aysia, you should get up. But I also feel very comatose. It's probably because of these snacks right here. Because I wasn't just sleeping, so I started blah, blah, blah. So I started eating these. And this wasn't the snack for the evening. I was going to get the other snacks over there. But they're like 5 steps away. And I feel like that's a little bit of a walk. Why are we like this? I should get up. Jerry is speaking English? What? Not Jerry. Not Jerry. We're speaking Spanish the other 12 live streams, but today you want to speak English. Okay, I see you, Jerry. My beautiful love, do you want me to be your coat that covers your skin? I don't even know what that means. Jerry, what you mean by that, Jerry? You want me to be your coat that covers your skin? Like when it rains? Or what? Words are very hard. You look like snacks are way over there. Look, I was like, oh, it's so far away. It's so far away. Why am I like this? It's not that far. Can you go get it? Cause oh goodness. I was like, maybe I don't need them. Maybe I just don't need them. I got almonds right here. Listen, so we're not like completely like, we do have almonds right here, and we got these chips. I'm like, and maybe that's all we need. The water's all the way over there, though. How thirsty am I? Guess I'm not that thirsty. Where's my lip gloss? You know how like you play the game when you're younger, like the floor is lava? I feel like, oh, I can't make it there and I can't reach. The floor is lava. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name's Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Gusto. Hey, David. Oh, wow. If you are cozy, those snacks are too much. Your lip gloss is way over there. Actually, I think my lip gloss is somewhere near me. Even the light that I usually use is all over there. I reckon if I had like a really long back scratcher, I could use like wrap two together and maybe could pull it. Hey Robert, how are you? Maybe. Oh, well, that's good. Look at God. We're getting there. Don't worry, we're getting there. We're gonna get there. Give me a second. Usually y'all give me energy. Hold on. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:33 p.m. We are tired. We are already ready for bed. I feel like I've been ready for bed since 3 o'clock. But I was like, Aysia, you don't have to look like you're going to bed at 3 o'clock. But I washed my hair. We did our walk this morning, and we are just enjoying the day. Hey, Jerome. I just cried my energy out for the best. Oh, you have the rest of my energy. No, Veda, you keep your energy. You need it, Veda. You need it. Okay. Let's get ourselves back together, shall we? It's one more drop. Okay. We're getting there. We're 12 minutes in. I'm great. Thanks. Hope all's well. We are good, Robert. We're just a little sleepy. You miss us about. Oh no. Okay, beautiful love. You have all the conditions that I like in a woman. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I can't tell if that's unconditional or conditional because I have all the conditions that you like. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Hello, peanut butter. I miss you yesterday. I hope you're here today. We're so glad you can make it, peanut butter. Hi, peanut butter. How are you? Peanut butter sounds delicious right now, too. Peanut butter. So the question of the day is, do you have a hobby? And currently, since I've been here, I've been working on this puzzle, so I feel like that would be my hobby right now. So yeah, I am doing puzzles. And then my other hobby is handstands, yeah. I do think it's always good to have a hobby, something that excites you, something that makes you feel like you are moving the needle in your life, like having a goal, like even if it's a mini goal. I do think that having goals is always a plus and always helps you to help keeps you centered, help keeps you grounded. So my hobby is cheer. Oh, okay, like cheerleading. Okay, cool, yeah. Hey Joshua, how are you? I like to draw and play music. Oh, that's good, peanut butter. That's really good. What kind of music do you play? And what do you draw? Are you like a doodle type of draw, or you like draw like there's so many different, right? Some people draw like chalk and watercolors and oil paintings and all that kind of stuff. Enjoy painting. And okay, and then what kind of painting do you do, Vital? Oh, I love playing. Oh, Veda, I used to play the flute. I did. And how about Lizzo? The puzzle I'm doing, she has a flute on her puzzle, so I guess she used to play the flute too. I was like, how cool is that? Yeah, like, yeah, I used to play the flute. I wouldn't consider myself great by any means, but I played the flute because my mom wanted me to get in the band. Definitely not my choice. But I did. I did for all of middle school. Acrylic. Nice. Murals? Like murals? Like big murals? Because to me, I'm trying to figure out how could your brain process what needs to go where on a mural. Like a picture 8.5 by 11 is nothing like 10 feet by 10 feet. You know what I mean? Like, or 20 by 20. That just sounds so crazy to me. Oh, look at us. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. And cheer sounds like a lot of fun, Veda. It sounds like if you're in cheer, most cheerleaders are very popular, so it sounds like you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine in school. I like to draw in anime. Oh, anime style. Okay. I play. Oh, wow! Not everybody having an instrument. That's pretty cool. I play the trombone. Okay, now the trombone's a big. That's a pretty boom boom with the. Okay, cool. Is that a scarf? Yes. I washed my hair today, so I just twisted it up, and so I probably should untwist these actually. But then I have to move. I mean, I can untwist them. Well, I said that because if I untwist them now and then twist them back up, it'll give me a little bit more versatility for tomorrow because they're dry, so that's good. My first football game to cheer at sophomore year is on Friday. Oh, nice, Veda. Congratulations. Woo-woo. That sounds like fun. Your hair looks good. It's coming along. I need to get it together. Hello, Nevaeh. Oh, get up. Let's see here. A push. Put that there. Move a little bit. Okay. Oh my. All that time you weren't even charging. Okay, hold on. Let me put you here. Uh-oh. Oopsies. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, there we go. I can't. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I hit it on accident when I put the phone down. So, since I washed my hair today, I'm going to untwist them so they can look better. And then I'm going to twist them right back up in a little bit, just so that I can have a different... my hair is very good at holding a pattern, holding a shape. So, but I also needed to not have the same indentions and stuff tomorrow, so we're untwisting it now. And then in about 10 minutes, I'll twist it back up, but I will use different parts so that we can have a little bit more variety. Thank you, Veda. And then that way tomorrow, plus these are very thick, and I don't want them this thick. I'm not ready for school to start. I don't think I ever was. I mean, as I got older, I was like, but unless you like your classes and you like your like what you're studying, then yes. Yeah, I started school last week. Okay, Beta. You started school last week, so you need to be going to sleep. Because you got class tomorrow. You really need to be asleep. That's what that sounds like. Hello, Abu. Hello, Abu. How are you, Abu? We are grown over here, Abu. How old are you, Abu? Abu. Did I get them all? Can't sleep. Stop crying, Veda. You know, men are, well, boys will be boys. And you're putting all your eggs in one basket. In dating, that's a no-no. Because there may be many more. And if you just settle for the first one, do you know how many other amazing ones there are? It takes practice. You gotta get good at this. It takes a little while. High school sweethearts are fun, but they're also very rare too. Because in my class, we had so many high school sweethearts. The first 10 years, okay? By the second 10, there was a lot less. That first 10, oh, they was in there. They was in there deep. The second 10, that 20-year anniversary, nah. And because we knew they were high school sweethearts, and then the second time, none of them, if they were high school sweethearts then, none of them showed up at the 20-year. Neither party. I was like, why? But why not? I'm like we didn't date y'all, but y'all can still show up. But anyway, we had a couple of people who like maybe had dated a little bit and then broke up. But we all saw one or the other. But yeah, can't wait to graduate. How many more years do you have, Nevaeh? Don't say college is hard. Say college is easy. You have to psych yourself out sometimes. College is easy. It's easy. It's easy. Just like getting off this couch. Okay. I made it to the floor. Okay. really proud of us. I'm really proud of us. We're almost there. Oh, we did it. I'm proud of us. We did it. Okay. Got some water. We got our little light thingy majiggy. Oh no. Maybe here we go. I don't know that I charged this last night. Okay. There we go. Thank you. I'm proud of me too. Y'all gave me energy. One thing I know, I can't drop out. No, you cannot drop out, Neville. You're so close. You're so close. Because if you drop out, you may not go back. And then it might be a lot more expensive. I don't know. I think you should just finish. But also, if you don't, it's okay. Is she crawling? If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:49 p.m. Oh, I love y'all because y'all be seeing me in all my glory. So at some point, once we get really good at this, y'all won't see me like this anymore. I'll probably be more polished later on in life. Maybe next year. Maybe we get to like 10,000 subscribers. Like, Angel, you should really tighten up. Okay. The snack of the evening is veggie straws, sea salt veggie straws, and they're vegan, so that's lovely. And I guess they're healthier for us. So that's lovely. So I've not ever had these. So we're gonna try it out. What are these? They smell like nothing. I am supposed to be asleep. Oh, peanut butter. Oh. Me too. People just make any kind of stuff. It tastes like potato chips. It tastes like regular potato chips. Right? Right? Just like potato chips. Better stop running behind that dude. Thank you, Robert. Hey, Michael. Hi, Dorlin. Probably made the decision and blocked him. Better myself. Good job, Beta. High five, Beta. You did that, girl. New background unlocked. Hey, contrast. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. Our snack of the evening is veggie straws. I really wish I had something else on top of here. I feel like they're missing something. We would love for you to like and subscribe. And also let us know, do you have a hobby? And what is your hobby? 84% say yes. 19 votes have yes, I have a hobby. And 16% say no. So what is your hobby? I do think it's really good to have a hobby. Just because it keeps your mind busy from idling and not doing anything. And then also it gives you like little mini goals to complete. And so it's kind of like, it allows you to be creative in your own little way. So, hobbies is great. Especially if it's a hobby that you chose, not somebody chose for you. That you actually like. Do I like them peanut butter? Peanut butter, they're called veggie straws. I think they all taste the same. They remind you of Munchos. You mean Munchies? With like the Doritos and the pretzels? I don't know about that. Hey, geography. Babe, you can have as much as you want, boo-boo. You can have as much as you want. I don't know why I thought they would taste different. They don't have like different flavors of these. They have zesty ranch. Oh, guess the sea salt flavor. Okay. Now you're talking. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's go. Let's go, Robert. Is working out a hobby? I guess it can be. Working out is soothing and exercise. It could be a hobby, I guess. Yeah. What kind of workout do you like to do? What kind of workout do you like, Contrast? Robert. Robert does not like when somebody called me black girl. He don't like it. Hey, Sean. No, it used to be in a red bag. Oh. So what am I eating now? So like so my best friend gave me these, and she was like, her daughter liked the red ones. What's the difference? That must be the red bag you're talking about. The veggie straws are a little bland. Vita, you should tell me before I open the bag. Is this like the coconut water? Data. Not that bad. Not that bad. But that's a good one, Beta. You got good memory, Beta. You love these, Nevaeh? These? You should. Oh, y'all like them? Yeah. Maybe because I was eating these earlier. And these are very, very... You know how like you eat a Dorito and it'd be like a little bit of seasoning? All these have seasoning on them. Every last chip. I was like, I don't know who seasoned this, but somebody melanated made this batch of ranch sprinkles right here. Because they all strong. So then I go from that to this. But it tastes a little bland. Munchos? I have to check. Every time I come on here, I don't have a snack. And you do. And I love the snack. And you have, I think you're... Where's your snack, Nevaeh? You know, we snack every night. Every night. We have a snack. Where's your snack? More of a leg and back. Deadlift, leg press. I'm also big on my shoulders. Because one girl said she found them attractive. I've never asked her out, but still. Why didn't you ask her out? The munchos are in the red bag. Oh, okay. So have you had these veggie straws or you only had the red bag munchos? Hello, Noble. I have water. That's it, right? Water is good. I love water. I got my water right here. What is the comparison on the health specs for the two snacks, Pringles versus Veggie Strong? I don't know, Vital. I don't know. 130 calories, 150 calories. I feel like none of this is good. But when I'm on here with you all, I try not to be a big health person. Like, even though I am healthy, like I would like my choice would just be to fast. Like if I don't feel like it's healthy or something, I would just fast. Like I didn't eat today. All I had today was those almonds, these veggies, and the ranch. I didn't eat anything today. Oh, it's midnight. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:01 a.m. Grab a snack and join the chat. It's like, yes, thank you so much. Yeah. And so yes, I do like to be healthy. I also realized that with anything you can go down rabbit holes, right? With food, being healthy, because some things are better than others. Like that's why I don't tell y'all. I don't say, oh, don't eat any meat. I just know I don't eat it. I won't say for you not to eat it. I just don't eat it. Same thing with the snacks. If you don't like the snacks, you don't have to eat the snacks. That's all. Just want to give you a variety of options to choose, and you choose the best option for you at that time. Whether you like them or you don't like them, is clearly your choice. It's clearly up to you. It's just giving you a different perspective on different things. And I want you to have the experience and enjoy life. I don't want you to think you can't do certain things. Drawing, reading, journaling are my hobbies. What you been reading lately, Dean? What you been reading? Everybody's drawing in here. Beta and contrast, close to the same age. I like it, I like it. Hey, G-Nice. Say, Deem, I love drowning. Why do you like drowning? Drowning or drawing, Nevaeh? I was about to say, who is y'all? I love that you don't force your opinions on people. Yeah, and then I have to catch myself sometimes. Like, even when I was at my best friend's house, I was like, Aysia, she probably asked you for that. I gotta catch myself. Because after you've done so much work, it's easy to be like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. And I think about what my grandmother does from time. Oh, you know what you should do? Oh, you know what you should do? And I'm like, ooh, everybody don't like your opinions. So unless they ask for them, then, you know, say what you say. Take it or leave it. Or just don't say it at all. But it takes time. There are days when I blab. And there are other days where I have to remind myself, hey, you didn't know everything. You don't know everything. And so sometimes you allow people to come to their own conclusions. Or once they get to a point where they're frustrated and they're looking for other options, then they may turn to you, and maybe that's when you actually give them what you think that they need. Because even though you may have a great answer for them and you may have the right answer that will help them, if they're not ready to receive it, then it doesn't land the way you would like it to land. And a lot of times with family and friends and people who are close to you, they can't receive it from you anyway, because they only remember you from where you were, right? They only start learning and exploring and listening to you when you start doing like massive extreme things that they're like, wow, she's so different from when she was here till now. Then you start to expand and you start to look at them differently. But most of the time, family and friends, they're not going to take your advice. They'll take it from somebody else, which is probably something you said 15 years ago. But now that they've heard it from you and then they hear from somebody else, then they're more apt to believe it. Which in the small of things, being grateful that they even got the information, that they're using it and that they're growing from it, is better than you being like, I told you so, right? Just being grateful that that they're listening now and that they're turning into it and that they're getting results. That is the only thing that you can hope for. That's the only thing you can ask for, because they are part of your testimony. So they're not necessarily meant for you to teach them how to do better. It's usually for you to do better. And then by you doing better, you've taught them. Hello, Judah. I don't know too many good jokes. You have to ask the chat. I haven't done jokes in a while. Maybe I finally focused on myself and blocked the boy. I like how she be like, we broke up. I blocked that boy. Because he's a little boy now. I blocked that boy. Alright, Bella. I'm good, Deem. How are you? Now Dean told me, I'm glad you took my advice. Okay, Deem. I asked about the health specs comparison. I wanted to see if the seasoning chips were the same. Oh, okay. You can't read it backwards, can you? You mean the ingredient part? Okay, so you have potato starch, potato flour, canola oil, and or safflower oil, cornstarch, cane sugar, salt, potassium chloride, spinach powder. I definitely taste the spinach powder. Sea salt, tomato paste. I don't taste no tomato paste in here. Maybe. Turmeric extract and beetroot powder for color. And where is the beetroot? Who left out the beetroot? Is that the orange? It's supposed to be beetroot. Anyway. They have apple straw cinnamon. That sounds delicious. I think I'd like to try that. Yeah. My, oops. Are they the same veggie? Straws, vital. My hobbies are drawing, dancing, singing, and swimming. What kind of dance, Nevaeh? Since we're eating albino too. I don't know what these are. Ooh. Cheetos sounds amazing. Don't get me started. I had to crawl over the lava again. Because the floor was lava. That's exactly what I was thinking when I did everything you and everybody told me. Made decisions. Oh, you're welcome. What is writing a hobby? I'm just now realizing how many hobbies I have. Ooh, see? Contrast? Isn't this exciting? Picking up new hobbies and learning more about the things that interest you. Because if you ever feel stuck, leading into your hobbies gives you a different perspective on life. And it helps you navigate through some of your rough patches in life. So Veda needs a hobby right now. And she's going to get really good at cheer. And she might pick up a new one. Sometimes when you have a breakup, getting a new hobby's fun too. What information that you gave them? What do you mean copyright? Let me say this. One of the reasons why I don't, it's hard to coin terms is because nobody here on this earth ever thought up this stuff by themselves. All of this has been regurgitated over and over and over and again, over and over and over and over again, right? Nobody really brought this out. It's not your idea, somebody else's, because your idea is the same thing God gave somebody else. He just trying to figure out who gonna use it first, who gonna take it and run with it, right? So there's nothing new under the sun, really. It's just me. It's like when somebody be like, it's my land. I was like, it was your land. But in 100 years from now, don't nobody know who you are. Okay. Sometimes the gems we drop are the time release with their benefits. Ooh. I gotta read that again because my brain did not read that right. You know how you said something really profound that your brain has to actually comprehend and catch up with what you just wrote? Sometimes the gems we drop are time released with their benefits. You have to unpack that for me. Like, I feel like I need you to unpack that more, Vital. I feel like it's a total bar, but I need you to lower it. It's a bar. I need you to lower it so I can understand it, because right now I can't reach it. You acting like a little boy. I'm good, sis. You're trying to figure out why you eat albino cheese. It looks so good. Are they? I'm just chomping away, but it's like an auditory response. You just keep hearing the crunch, so you keep eating more. Not that it's like overly delicious. It's kind of like Pringles. You know, once you pop, you just can't stop. I don't know what this veggie straw jingle is. It is. I like small community in this little life. Yes, peanut butter. It is a small community. We are very close knit here. Always know you are the prize beta. Absolutely. Hey, Misfit. Hey, Misfit. Stick around, you'll love it here. Yes, Misfit. I learned dances from YouTube. You learn dances from my friends, and I make up dances. Okay. Do you put them on your page? You have YouTube Shorts, Nevaeh? Okay, the RDA chart does the more seasoned Pringles have higher calories, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And then this has so many ingredients, I don't want to read them. Dried potatoes, vegetable oil, corn cottonseed, high soy, soybean, and/or sunflower, degerminated yellow corn flour, cornstarch, rice flour, maltodextrin, monodiglycerides, all the stuff you're not supposed to eat. Salt, whey, monosodium, blah, 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 coconut oil, natural and artificial flavors, garlic powder, onion powder, buttermilk, cultured non-fat, sour cream, citric acid, spices, lactic acid, sodium, malic. Why so many acids? They be trying to keep you sick, yeah? Because don't nobody need this much acid. Now, mind you, your body is pure in its most alkaline state, yet most of the food that you eat has a lot of acidity in it to make you, it keeps you from being alkaline. So just be mindful of that. There's a lot of acidity in there. Blue chat comment. Is you're taking too long to reach the bottom. And now years after humans, look, I found something called YouTube. I wonder what it is. Clue word chomping. I just realized I misspelled that. Lucky miss. Talking to Chief about random stuff. Yeah, Chief will be back. Chief pops in and out. Every few weeks or so. Okay. Hello, Lululemon. Of course. Nevaeh. Bottom of the chat. See there? Just subscribe to. Yes, follow Nevaeh. Hi, Lululemon. Glad you're back, Lululemon. How have you been? How are you? That's so good. I'm full. So tonight's snack and chat is veggie straw and salt. I fold it this way, then I fold it over, then I fold it over this way, and I fold it back. So loud. I'm gonna do it the other way. That's fun too. Oh, I'm full. I know, right? But here's the thing, because I'm still looking for sponsors for our snacks, so I can't dislike them all. Because if I dislike them all, then what are we gonna snack on? No, have anything to snack on. I used to love these like apple chips, but then I seen how much sugar was in apple chips. They were so good though. They were so much sugar. Like my godmother tonight was like, "You want some chai?" I was like, "I've never had chai." She was like, "Oh my god, it's really delicious." And then she was like, "Oh, it's got sugar in it." And I was like, "Oh, how much sugar?" And she was like, 25 grams. And I was like, "Oh no." And she was like, "You know what? I never looked before until today. When now that I know you're not doing sugar." And she's like, "That's a lot of sugar." She was like, 4 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon. I didn't even know that. So she's like, imagine 25 grams or 24 grams, I think. She said, that's 6 teaspoons of sugar. I was like, yeah, that's a bit much. So it's kind of like that in the way that sometimes you are able to speak to people in ways that you didn't think, only because they ask you if you want something and then they realize they're like, oh wow, now that I think about it, that is a lot of sugar. So those are the ways in which you kind of speak to people without speaking to them, you know. That comment about the gyms was flowing upon the discussion about people not really receiving the assistance of advice when we give them. Okay. When we drop time release advice, clarify, comes later. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for sharing. My little sis trying to hit me. Oh no, Lululemon. No. You don't have to sub to me. All those are my cousin's shorts. She took my phone. Hey Sean, how are you? You still subscribe for future. Yes, we want to see future dances, Nevaeh. Dances and singing and all kinds of stuff. Why not make your own snacks? Dehydrate your fruits and veggies. Oh, vital. Probably because I'm traveling. I'm moving out of my place in January. And so I've been bouncing around. So no, I have not done anything like that. I do think at some point that may be really fun. Dehydrating fruits and veggies and stuff. I could see that. Now let me tell you, the dehydrated okra is so good. With like the little bit of seasoning on them, or did they have seasoning? I don't know if they had seasoning. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I'm not sure. But okra is really good. I do like plantain chips or banana chips. I do like those. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I used to make my own, my own vegan cookies. I do that from time to time, but I haven't made them in a while. Oh no. Hey Derek, how are you? But everybody thinking the same thing. Don't worry. Like at some point, I feel like I will have like a recipe book or with like different things that I like to cook, but it'll be a minute. I hope. I love how dangerous spirits. Yeah, beta. I'm going to research if they have a small dehydrating machine. Are they all like really, really large? You mean? I was just texting. Who you texting this time of night, then? Who are you texting? Huh? You know this BC hours. Who you texting it at the midnight? time for us to untwist these and make them a little smaller to make them twice as small. I should count these so I know how many I have to twist every night. Oh, damn. Yes, yes, yes. So let us know in the chat, do you have a hobby? Let us know, do you have a hobby in the chat? We have 27 votes. 85% say yes, you have a hobby. Oh, that's beautiful. And 15% say no. So if you don't have a hobby, I do highly encourage you to find one. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It doesn't have to be anything that you have to leave the house for. It could just be something small, like you've heard people say drawing and painting. Sewing, my godmother loves to sew, so that's her hobby. And she does puzzles, so I've been working on the puzzle that she has here. Yeah, I do handstands every day. And I enjoy it. So I do encourage you all to have hobbies. I should too. Contest. Let me see. Oh, you mean contest or contrast? It just is not worried about it's about a job. Sure. Always thinking outside the bun. Okay, contrast. Have a good evening. Good night. Thank you for joining us. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time, the current time. Right now it's 12:25, so we are after midnight. We are discussing our hobbies and the things that we do that bring us joy. Do you have a hobby? Let us know in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. And also help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We are currently at, last I checked this morning, I think it was, good question. I don't even know. Can somebody check? Can y'all check? What does it say? We're at 5,200 and something. So we need about 700 and something more to go. What's y'all's hobbies? So Lululemon, we have several hobbies in the chat. Some like drawing, some like dancing. I do my handstands. I do, we're working on these puzzles. I also do a lot of journaling. And I dance. When I say dancing, I mean like dancing just to release energy, move my hips. A lot of our trauma is stored in our hips, so I make sure that I dance regularly. Sometimes I'm dancing walking down the street. Other times I'm just dancing in the shower or in the room. There's, I guess meditating could kind of be a hobby if you do it often. There are puzzles, crossword puzzles. Skating. People like skating. So yeah. Out the money. My hobby is fighting the boys in my class. Okay. Fighting the boys. And on the street. Okay, Lululemon. How old are you, Lululemon? Good night, contrast. Yes, don't forget to double tap the screen and like the live. Okay, Lululemon. I don't think that's the hobby. My money comes first. I'm single by choice now. I can save more money. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Veda. I know well I find it fun being undefeated. First you get money. Money, then you get... First you get money. Money, then you get power. Once you get the power, then you get the bun. Tony Montana. I get the buns without the money. I swim a lot now. My family be calling me fish. I'm 11. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. If you are just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11. Oh, no. The current time is 12:28 a.m. We are discussing our favorite hobbies. Do you have a hobby? Let us know in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap the screen so that you can like the live stream. It's really easy. Just double tap the screen. Thank you. Okay. I've been had power. I just don't clean the streets anymore. It's not good for anyone, especially okay. Not you, Lululemon, to my Lebanon talking about cussing. Lululemon, listen. Don't you get yourself in trouble now. That is 11. You stop. Come on. You too young. All right, is this twisted? This is twisted. This is it. Okay, let's twist this one up. There we go. Yeah. Twist. All right. So let us know, do you have a hobby in the chat? What are your hobbies? And how long have you been doing their hobby? Does it bring you peace? Does it bring you joy? What about that hobby do you like the most? Right, Dean, exactly. This live is my hobby. That's interesting. Okay. I can see that. It's very soothing, isn't it? I can see that. I guess YouTube can be a hobby. In fact, I'm the only girl in my class, so I fight boys. People in my school call me the Undertaker. Lululemon. How old are you? What? My dog is my hobby, playing walks beach. Hello Darren. Your dog is your hobby. How old's your dog? Dogs can definitely take up time, okay? That is so true. I've been drawing and painting poetry since I was a child. To bring me inner serenity. Okay, gotcha. Wow. I'm glad you're able to find poetry so young, though, you know? Who was the first person that you saw that did poetry? That you were like, oh, I want to try that. Because I don't know that I found poetry not young like that. One and Abby. Okay. I'm 11. I fight a boy older than me. And I still win. Okay, Lululemon. It's funny because her name is Lululemon, and it sounds so sweet, but she over here keeping boys in headlocks. So it's weird. No, I have not. Lululemon. I learned to speak through gravity. Gravity? That's a new word I haven't heard before. Gravity. Creativity, you mean? Did you mean to say creativity? I'm aggressive. Be aggressive. Lululemon is hilarious. Are you sure you're 11? Because you're giving a lot older than that. Unless I have some really, like, mature 11-year-olds in here. Just cheering on. I used to punch holes in walls, and I have 2 broken bones in my ring finger. Why would you get so angry, Dan? I need to sit up because I'm inspired. Hey, Jess. Hey, Jess. Jess, I wanted you to meet Vital. I don't know if you met Vital. I think maybe briefly yesterday, but Vital is very poetic. And I thought about you. When we were talking about, I said, I told Vital earlier in the day that Vital's terminology and the way that Vital speaks would be good in the discussion that we had with Q and Scorpion. I was like, oh yeah, Vital can go down some rabbit holes for sure, for sure. I was like, I'm just gonna watch out from the sideline. I told Vital earlier today. Vital dropped a bar. It was so good. They said, I need you to lower it because I can't reach. So I'm glad you're here, Jess. Okay, let me sit up. I got a little bit more energy now. Hey, Mask Watcher. Just so you know, here for death. I'm crushed with heartbreak. Oh no, not you too, Jess. Cause of the service, or cause of the Yeah, we need to catch up. How was the service? Did you talk to him? Is he with somebody? Is he single? Oh. Dehydrate okra. Garth, you just now with okra? I talked about okra 30 minutes ago. Not Garth, but dehydrated okra sounds good. It's like 30 minutes ago. Hey Blitz, how are you? If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:36 a.m. I am very, very relaxed today, very chilled. I washed my hair, and so I'm twisting my hair back up so they can look halfway good for me tomorrow. I'm gonna undo it. Good night, peanut butter. Gotta sleep because it's cool. Okay, good night, peanut butter. Good night, good night. Veda need to go to sleep so she can go to school tomorrow too. Veda. Night. Lululemon need to go to bed too. Lululemon has school tomorrow too. Lululemon. Come on, Veda. Yes, Veda. Sleep is good. You know what sleep does for you? I know you don't want to go to sleep, but in order for you to get the best possible outcome for your life, you need more sleep. Good night, Misfit. Because when you sleep, you're actually going the right way. It's only when you wake up and you start to fear things and start to be nervous about the outcome that we start to kind of retract and go back. But as long as you're sleeping, you're going the right way. And you get more ideas when you're sleeping. Because your brain is able to process things and your body's actually doing all of its work. Okay, hey, I did discover they do have mini dehydrators. Okay, Vital. Nice. Good night, Misfit. Stay. Don't you get Robert upset now. You're so silly. Don't do that. I sleep. I fall asleep for 6. Oh no. You need more sleep than that, Lululemon. You definitely need more sleep than that. Because I need more sleep than that. Especially when you're young and growing. Yeah. That's the best time to sleep. You sleep now, Lululemon, because when you get older, you wish you had slept. You wish you had slept. You just want sleep when you get older. That's all you could do. But, oh, you know what sounds like really good? A nap. When you're younger, you're like, oh, I hate them. Now you're like, ooh, you know what? Ooh, I got 90 minutes. Ooh, you know what I could do? I could sleep. Okay. What I knew he was hiding was confirmed. He spun the block. His from her that was seeing me. His from her that was seeing. Then his from me was back with her. Wouldn't take me to see him, his mom, before she passed because. Hello, Nicola. I love you too, Nicola. Okay, wait. Wouldn't take me to see his mom before he passed because he didn't want to piss her off or me to know about them. Okay. Oh no, Jess, I usually go to bed. Good night. I don't stay up for 3 days straight. Yeah, go to bed, Lulu. Let me go to get some sleep. Hid from her, hid from me. You hate sleep? No, Lululemon, that's the best part of the day. You have to learn to love sleep. I love my pawns. They work great. Pawns, mitochondria, all my sleeping devices work great. You really can't mess up sleep. You just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Stop watching scary stuff. Stop watching Freddy Krueger. You're not gonna get you any sleep. Just go to bed. Okay? Me too. I have parents begging me to sleep. Yes, Lululemon, sleep is good for you. I wouldn't tell you no lies. Sleep is the best thing for your body because it's the easiest way to heal your body without needing any medicine. And then it also it's just so good for your brain. If you sleep and have really good rejuvenation, man. I only did it like probably almost a year ago now, but if you get 8 hours of sleep and try and do it 3 days in a row, the amount of things that you will accomplish is astounding. And I still got to get back to that. But it makes it a little difficult now because I stay on these chats so long with you all. But if I were to go back and get a full 8 hours every single night, life-changing. Literally life-changing. Life-changing. Okay, let's read this chat. His relationship which prevented me from closure. Okay. Now, were you here when we talked about closure? I don't know if you were here when I talked about closure. I don't sleep, I rest. Rejuvenation is essential. You mean closure from y'all's relationship or closure for his mother? I watched Slime, World Z. Okay. I love sleep, especially when I wash my blankets and pillowcases after a night hot shower. Yeah. My mom's already snoozing. And well, we don't talk about my dad because he's been asleep for a year. Really? That's interesting, Veda. Is he in a coma? You have to use nap time for me to sleep. I get one. No, I don't. I needed truth and to see his mom before she transitioned. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We're holding space for you, Veda. You're scared of Duolingo, Lululemon? How close were you with his mom, Jess? Thank you for sharing, Veda. All right, let's look at this. Do you have a hobby? 31 votes are in. 87% say yes, you do have a hobby. And 13% say no, you do not have a hobby. So it's good to know. Good to know. Let's see here. I feel like whoa. My body does crave sleep sometimes. I have never slept 8 hours. Even as a child, the max is 6 hours. My norm is 4 hours and I'm good to go. I think it energized by naturally energetic. Interesting. Okay. Somebody else in the chat said they sleep like that. I'm like, that's interesting to me. But then also, I don't think men and women's genetic makeup is different. Like, our bodies require more rest because it's doing more stuff. Cycles. Like a lot going on here. So we require more sleep. We require more rest. However, women don't get enough sleep. But yeah, we definitely need it. We definitely need it. This is so much more hair than this. Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny, Lululemon. Hey Jerome, how are you? Yeah. So did you love him or his family? But I feel like, Jess, you probably are the type to fall in love with anybody's family or the family to fall in love with you anyway. Right? Like, I always say that too. Like, good energy people are always going to have a good vibe. regardless. I've come to the realization that I guess I can put caring for fur balls as one of my hobbies. Yes, you can do that too, Vital. What kind of fur ball do you have? And how old is your fur ball? Oh, love, boo boo. Thank you, Jerome. Right, and Robert's probably in the kitchen eating coconut pie. If he's not asleep already. It was so much easier when it was just like 10 twists. But because I broke them all up, I feel like I've been twisting forever. I was striving. Okay, Garth. Jerome. Oh. Our mutual friends didn't even know he moved on, but they urged me to keep in touch. Oh, okay. Gotcha. How long were we all together, Jess? As soon as the ring was on her finger, she was so strict even one time. My older sister had to pack our stuff. Oh, wow, Lululemon. Okay. Okay, Jerome. Drawing, writing, photography, developing forms on the computer. Reading, self-help books. I love reading. Dean never told me what books he was reading either. What are you reading, Garth? Mysteries, some poetry, reading, medical, journals and books, and enjoying riding horses. Ooh, riding horses? That sounds like fun, but also terrifying because during the Olympics, they said the most dangerous sport was, what did they call it? The one with the horses? Not jockeys or something? Horseback riding? But that's the most dangerous sport because of the amount of people who fall off horses at a high speed and break so many bones. Hey, Steve! Look how deep this record. Right, Veda. They just be gone. Don't even say nothing. Just leave, huh? Thank you. You're right. 3.5 years. Yeah, 3.5 years. Yeah. That's interesting. I thought about it. I thought about it may be a feminine, masculine thing about sleep. I have noticed women typically sleep in later. And never thought. Oh, it's not moving. Hold on. Oh. Never knows. Never thought of it like you said. Women would require more time to rejuvenate. Yes. Yes. Hello, Nicole. I love you too. Cat gravitates to me. Okay, Vital. The reason we left a dumb one because her daughter didn't. Okay, Lululemon. I love riding horses. You too, Veda? Oh, that's right. Veda's on a ranch, I think. love here because I can let feelings out and understand. Yeah, Lululemon, you are free to be yourself here. Look how big this one is. Okay, let me see here. I don't type well when I try to keep up with the speed of my brain. Vital, I feel like your brain is I like how you break things down. I like how other people can break things down. Like my brain is still processing. You know that little bar. Like, oh, I be wanting to say it. In my brain, I be like, oh, this sounds so good. Like when I'm walking during the in the morning and I'm walking, I'm like, oh, this sounds profound. This sounds so prophetic. And then it'd be like one of them videos where you think you can sing, and then when you play it back, you're like, ah. You're like, wait a minute, what happened? Oh goodness. Like I thought. Sounds so much better. Yes, I'm on a ranch. Oh well, I can text very fast. Oh, cool. My horses' name are Pop, Sissy, and Frizz. Oh, nice. Have you had any injuries, Veda, from riding horses? Or Garth? Because I know they're, and then horses are a lot of upkeep, I believe, yeah? Horses are an expensive hobby, I think is what I've been told. All right, Lulu. Sad to say, I have a cousin in hospice limited time. I may be present many days. Okay, gotcha. Understandable. We all process in different ways. Where is it? Now, Vital, you do have to remember that Veda is 15, okay? So when you ask where they live, just be mindful of that kind of stuff, yeah? Okay. I feed and upkeep 3 ponies. Ponies? Oh, nice. Vital. Are they like full-size pony, or are they like the little mini fun-size ponies? Like My Little Ponies. I walked in my backyard for 20 minutes while listening to some chick's video. I think her name... Yes, for the few hours. Trimming bushes. All right, Garth. My horse, Sissy's pregnant. Oh, that sounds so cool. Mini ponies. That sounds so cool too. I meant I was dying when you were talking about the okra. You were dying? Why are you dying? Dying laughing? Or what? How big that one is. This one is kind of small. This one is large, so I'm going to take some of this and put it with this one. Oh, driving. Okay, Garth. I think I understand you now. Understandable. Oh, wait. That one goes there. Okay. I meant you were driving. Okay. Yeah, the okra is really, that like dehydrated okra is really delicious. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:58. Ooh, just shy of 1 a.m. We are talking about hobbies in the chat this evening. Let us know what your hobby is. And also, we would love for you to like and subscribe. Hit double tap that screen, double tap that screen. Hey, I thought I had more likes than that. Maybe I was missing something. Double tap the screen, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Welcome back. Double tap, double tap, double tap. And let us know in the chat, do you have a hobby? Also help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We are at 5,200, I think. So we're about 700 and something shy of our goal. Yes, cool beta. It's awesome to grow up on a ranch. Me youth volunteer ranch class. Okay, cool. Teach how to learn horses. That's cool. That is cool. That is cool. That's cool. That's why Bible's so profound. I feel like people with horses have a different perspective on life. I don't know. It's just interesting. You're leaving for Antigua. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Lululemon. Sounds like a lot of fun. That's in the islands. How fun. Alright, so let's read this chat. Hold on, let me twist this one up a little more. Steeplechase is the only steeplechase I know is the actual steeplechase from track, where you ran around the track and you jumped into the water. It was 5 laps around the track and you jumped into the water, and I felt like people getting all beat up. I have horses, ducks, chickens, pigs, cows, dogs, cats, sheep, all the good stuff. Really? Yeah, you didn't tell Chief none of that, right? I don't think y'all talked about that stuff. I know he has cows and chickens. I don't know that he has any pigs or ducks. I know he don't have no sheep. We never talked about sheep. That is so cool, Beta. Do y'all like shave the wool off the sheep and stuff? Or y'all like send them off and stuff? I have to go. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Love you too, Lululemon. Thank you for joining us. Come back and see us, okay? Yes, we do shave them. Okay, Beta. Gotcha. That's so cool. I'm always fascinated by, like, everybody grew up in a different way, different lifestyle, different culture. It's just so fascinating to see how much of our chat is just like a big melting pot. I always love that stuff. It's just so cool. So cool. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Make sure you like the live and let us know, do you have a hobby and what your hobby is in the chat. We would love to know. It gives us some more ideas about some of the things we may be interested in trying. And also, we like to see the similarities within the chat of the things that you do and the things that we do as well, to see what crosses over and why we all mesh so well together. So let us know in the chat. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And share this live with a friend who you think may be needing some of this as well. Okay, this one's a little large. So I'm gonna push and twist it. I think I want to do it this way. Love you too. Yes, we do. Shave them. Okay. Hey Praveen. Hey Owen. 3 mini ponies have unique personalities. The smallest pony is the craft one. He actually got out of the pen one day, and the other two out, and they were running around the ranch. Oh, how many acres do you have, Vital? How do you remember? Nevaeh gone too? Ay, ay, ay. Hello, Owen. Hello, hello. In 65 years, my father only got hurt 3 times, not counting kicks. I think trail riding and core riding is pretty safe. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, Jess is here, I think, still. Horse riding ranch is actually across from me. They have 25 acres. I'm on 10. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Nice. That is so cool. That is so cool that y'all have like horses in your backyards and stuff. We're gonna be okay, Beta. I think we'll be okay. If not, okay. Jess is here, yeah. So we're good. Horse riding ranch is across from me. Yay, Jess is Beta got nervous. Yeah, I feel like somebody posted something in the chat, but it went by so fast I couldn't tell. And I was gonna go back and read it because, you know, it takes me forever to get to the chat anyway. So I didn't go back and read it. Have you talked to Scorpion anymore, Jess? I think he came on one time. Maybe 2 times. The ponies are on 25 acres, but they are in a private area of ranch. Okay. Nice. Oh. That is just so cool. Little mini ponies. All the little beautiful complexities of life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I saw the same 2 bunnies today, by the way. Well, I don't know if they're the same 2. They all look alike, but I saw 2 bunnies today. And some dragonflies. And really? Oh, wow. Yeah, because I would have never guessed that y'all had horses. I have it in about a week. Thank you for listening. Only wanted to update you on things. Going to journal to get it all out. Then accept a new story. Ooh, that's good, Jess. Then script a new story. Yes. Vital was asking me if I did. Vital calls it reverse journaling, I think. But I said, yeah, we call it scripting. And I like the way that that Master did the last time that I was on the manifestation challenge. He was very specific. Instead of saying like, I want a house, I want a car, I want a so and so, he said script it's like the day in the life. Like you're writing as if you are like it's a regular day. Right, as though like I woke up this morning, I did so and so, and I did so and so, and I did so and so, instead of having it be so very like bland in the answering. So I was like, okay, I like that, because I'm good for a story. I'll make up a story now. Probably need to do it again. It's been about a couple weeks. I'm getting sleepy, but I'm gonna stay awake. No, go to sleep, Beta. It's good for your body. We talked about women need more sleep than men anyway. And you're also younger, so sleep is good for you. Don't shy away from it. Sleep is good for you. Plus, you got school tomorrow. Yes, double tap the screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Manifesting and intentionally computing will benefit many. Ooh, that's good, vital. But I want to stay for a while. Yes, I manifested temporary beach home. Ooh, a temporary beach home? That sounds so good. Description, new self-love story. That's good. I wanted to I keep forgetting to give y'all this hold on. I'll give it to y'all. You got it right now. Because I've been doing it for 30 days. It's kind of like a love spell, essentially. And it's good because you get to see what comes up for you. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna read it to y'all in a second. Let me do this last one and I'll read it to you. Ta-da. But it's good. And I still think even after you read it and you recite it, you may want to add your own little tweak to it. I do think it works. I just think that internally you still need to do some of the work to figure out exactly what it is that you want. Because you'll get a lot of the things that you want, but it may not be everything per se. And so I do think once you weed out the things that are a little different, you can call in more stuff. We're under a new moon, setting new intentions. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you in a second. Hold on, let me finish twisting this. And it's 1:11. And it's 1:11. All right. So. All right, ladies. Write this down. Let me see if it's in here. It may not be in here. I may have to get it from my other book. Let me see. What day was that? Probably like August. Somewhere like July. Oh no, it's not in here. I thought it was in here too. Okay. It's okay. I'll get it another book. It's another book. Hey, Nandy. Do you have several notebooks for you? Absolutely. 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 Yes. Several. Okay. All right. Oops. I keep doing that, Asia. Stop doing that. Okay, you'll have to. Oh, beta. Okay, write this down. Okay. All right, you ready? Where's, I don't know who that is, Dandy. Okay. I am adored without asking, chosen without choosing, and kept without conditions. I'm going to say it again. I am adored without asking, chosen without choosing, and kept without conditions. It's a whole paragraph, so I'm going to say each line twice, okay? So that's the first line. I attract the man who is clear, ready, and obsessed with showing up right. I attract the man who is clear, ready, and obsessed with showing up right. I receive devotion like it's normal because for me it is. I receive devotion like it's normal because for me it is. Being spoiled is my resting state. Being spoiled is my resting state. I am the woman who sticks in his brain. I am the woman who sticks in his brain. I am the woman he builds a world for. I am the woman he builds a world for. Okay. So, I want you to write that down and repeat that every day for the next 30 days. Okay? And see what comes up for you. You'd be surprised what happens. I literally just had somebody say, you're stuck in my brain. I was like, I don't know how that happened. I don't either. Now be mindful, that goes for all men. So you may have more than one suitor that comes your way. Now you have to weed out the ones that you like and the ones you may not necessarily want. Okay. I usually keep several notebooks for fairies journaling when I'm feeling anxious about something. I use flush journal. Oh, that sounds good, Vital. Vital, have you ever read the book The Artist's Way? I think you'd really like it. But I encourage you, if you do read The Artist's Way, read it in a group of at least, I say the book tells you to read it in groups of 4. But at least if you have somebody else to read it with, because it's a really good book, but you're gonna want to talk with somebody because it's a very deep book. He said, but I'm not gonna. Did you write it all down? Jess, did you get it too? Did you write it down too? I don't know if Jess got it either, but yeah. Hey, Nandy. But in The Artist's Way, they call them morning pages, and so you're supposed to write 3 pages in the morning to get it out of your brain, whether you talk about the fly on the wall, whatever is in your brain. But it helps to move the needle, and maybe I need to go back to doing that because I've been writing only 1 page a day, and I probably need to go back to writing 3 pages, but I go through so many journals that way. And since I'm traveling, I try not to keep so much stuff. But I don't like digital. Like, I feel like writing is soothing, and writing helps my brain. So I like the physical motion of moving and writing. Do you have, okay, Aisha, do you have one? Wait. Asia, do you have one for me? Manifesting this intentional private membership community vision. Ooh. Community vision. Let me think on that. Intentional private membership community vision. What is the purpose in the community vision, Vital? What will you be doing? Yes, I wrote it down. Okay. I had a neighbor who recommended it to me. Okay. Yeah. It's just different, right? Digital is, I mean, it sounds good. It doesn't hit the same. Like, I like having digital things, not having to carry around like physical books all the time. But it's still different. It's just different. At some point, I might maybe get a Kindle to read the physical books that I need to be able to, I don't know. You said, where did I go, Beta? About to go to bed. As soon as I finish this hair, I think I'm almost finished. Generally, we used to get off at like 1-ish. But I did kind of come on later tonight, so I wanted to make sure that I hung out with y'all for at least 2 hours, because I didn't get on till closer to like 11:30. Because I promise you, I fell asleep. I was like, let me go ahead and push this slide back a little bit because I'm sleepy. I was so sleepy earlier, wasn't I? Oh my gosh. So sleepy. So let me read this poll. Do you have a hobby? 36 votes. We have 89% say yes, they have a hobby. And 11% say no. That's a good number. I'm glad you have hobbies. I imagine that most of the people that I chat with, just based on our conversations and the things that we gravitate towards and the things that we enjoy, would lead me to believe that you had some kind of hobbies. The purpose for the vision is challenging for me to type the purpose here. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to bed since I have to go to school tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Beta. I am under the same print blanket that you are. Then it's perfect timing, Jess. It's perfect timing. Oh, Garth. Okay, I didn't know you were still here. That's beautiful. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, let me think on it, Vital. That may be good. Yes, refresh for school. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Vital. Tell her again. I don't want to be going to sleep. Sleep is great. Man, if I knew then what I know now. But everybody has to have their own experience, That's the thing. The thing about life, everybody has to have their own experience. Synchronicities. I knew this chat would be what I needed tonight. Absolutely, Jess. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll see what comes up for you. Definitely see what comes up for you. Because I've had some fun. I've had a lot of fun. I'm coming down off of mine. Because today is day 25 for me, I think, that I've been saying the thing. But I also feel like, and this could just be me, that I've been studying men probably since I started this chat. Because there were so many that would come through here. And I've come to the realization that I think that they need appreciation, respect, and then they just want you to be up under them all day. When I say up under them, not being like anxious attached, not like being not like where are you? I haven't called you. Haven't Not that kind of like not that of like obsession type, but just being like when you are around them, just be very intentional on your like your movement. You know what I mean? Like always making sure that you are if you really like them, that you're always touching them or something. Like just that physical touch. Whether it's like arms or shoulders or head rubs or, you know, just that kind of closeness, I think. Because I even think about like when I see little boys and their mothers, they're always up under their mothers, right? Laying on her chest, on her side, always up under her. And I think as men, as they grow up, they still look for that. Yeah. So once I get back to a point where I'm dating and I'm somewhere near them, I'm gonna test out my theory. But I'm pretty sure it's accurate. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Now I'm not the type to be up under anybody, so this is gonna be a test. Cause I'd be like, get off me. It's hot. But I'm gonna test it out and see how I feel. Cause I did love my god babies, and I was like, oh, this is what they mean. Cause they were really sweet until she kicked me. But she was kicking me in her sleep. But other than that, she was adorable. Oh, love potion number 9. Is it true, Garth, though? Would you agree, though, that if you had a female or a lady friend that was just kind of, not that she was obsessed with you, but she spent a lot of time with you, and she was giving you attention, meaning her warmness and her closeness made you feel some type of way, yeah? Because I even think about, like, the past situations that I had, like the guy that I really liked. And he introduced me to his family, and I was like, oh, this is different. And he leaned to kiss me, and I said, what did you do? I don't know your people like that. Angela. I sure did the ooh. But I liked him. But I ain't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know. I know now. It caught me off guard. So don't do that. I don't think you're gonna kiss me in front of you. I don't know these people. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you all hear me? Hopefully y'all didn't hear any of that. And if you didn't hear any of that, then that's great. The vision is an umbrella with many resources covered for holistic parents, children, teens. Okay, let me screenshot that so I can write you something. Okay, thank you, Vital. Oh, look at this. I need to trim so bad. I'll probably make it worse. Okay. So I feel like my hobby needs to be like something with relationships, though. That's what I feel like. Either a hobby or a new feel like I want to do some coaching on it. Just because I feel like I've done so much studying on it. But I want to take it from a different perspective than you've ever heard before. Oh, okay. Had to pause the video to make sure I had it correct. But I didn't. But I did get it right. Okay, gotcha. Do live on TV. Okay, Jess. And yes, I agree with you. You were saying about the masculine desiring, the nurturing, healing. Okay, was right. Yeah. Because I'm seeing it so much now. It's like glaring at me. And I will say that I am the oldest of 3 girls. And I didn't have any brothers and I didn't have any uncles. And I didn't have the back and forth. And I watched my godchild. And I watched her be very, very girly, very, very feminine. And she calls her brother, oh brother, can you help me with this? Can you help me? And no, I want you to do it. And I was just watching everything that she did because I was like, oh, this is feminine. This is feminine energy. She was very very loving, very caring, very playful. No, I don't want to be by myself. Can you be here? You know what I mean? Like, you had to, like, do everything with her. And so I was like, oh, this was just... Now, granted, not all women are like that, but it just was interesting to see because it wasn't rehearsed. It was so natural because she's only 5, right? So she didn't really learn this from anywhere. It just came out of her, right? And so it was just seeing the different sides of femininity in its rare form, in its very pure form. And it was beautiful to see. So, yeah. The act of writing is very cathartic. Yes, cathartic. Yes. Yes, Garth. It's going to be an all-night purge for me. Thank you. Yeah. That is so precious and powerful. What she was doing. Yeah, it just was so... It was eye-opening for me because I needed to see it in its purest form. And then her interaction with him. And also because they had a different dynamic, right? She would do something and she'd be like, oh, no. You know, like when he finally get her back, right? Like she'll do something and then he'll get her back. And then I was like, oh, because girls who have brothers have a different dynamic. Meaning they're built a little different, right? Because you have that brother who's body slamming you and all that stuff and pushing you, and so you create that toughness that you need around boys. But then you also could be that homegirl too, because you understand the dynamics of men a little bit better. And so I didn't have that. So it's just interesting to see how she knows how to play the both sides. That part too, right? Because she's very girly, and she was like, I want another popsicle. And I said, I promise you, she just finished eating the popsicle. And I said, well, go ask your dad. And she was like, I'm gonna go ask mom. And then so she went out, and sure enough, she got her second popsicle. Oh goodness. But she was very smart, very bright. She knew to do her homework early. Like, her brother didn't want to do his homework, so he's fighting and, oh, I don't want to do it. And she's like, oh, I've already done it. You know what I mean? Very much kind of like how I was when I was growing up. When I knew I needed to do something, she might be like, in the morning, she might not want to get up, right? But when she got up, she did her stuff quickly. She got up, she brushed her teeth, she put her clothes on, then she came out, can you help me with my socks? Can you help me with my shoes? Can you help me, right? And so even though she might have been dragging in the beginning, once she got going, she knew exactly what to do, boom, 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 quickly, so that she can come back and you know, spend more time with me or whatever the case was, as opposed to her brother may have been dragging, you know, and taking a lot longer to do the things that she would have done rather quickly in that moment. I'm a journal junkie. Oh yes, I love journaling. Tomorrow I get to make jewelry. I've been at the store. Oh, nice, Jess. I love that. You know, that was healthy feminine energy. Powerful. She wanted him to exercise his masculinity in a way that allows him to feel useful. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I just think that's, yeah. I love that. I love watching it and seeing it unfold in front of my eyes. So, yeah, so I have to test the waters now. But test it on the right ones, because everybody can't be falling for me. Because, listen, I be moving too much. That's what I be thinking about now. I'm like, ooh, I would love a relationship, but I'm also ready to go overseas right now. I mean, like, if I had the ticket already booked, I'd already be gone. Promise you. That's what I told my the guy that I'm talking to right now. I was like, by the way, I plan to be in Thailand in November. Just so we're clear. That's the point. I just want you to know. And then my best friend was like, "You want children?" She was like, "You know, you're gonna have to like sit down." I said, "What you mean by that? You would sit where? You mean in Thailand? Sit where?" You had to slow down. Why do I have to slow down? Why can't I take the child with me? Like backpacking, you know? Just put it on my back. Now, granted, babies do require a lot of like assistance, I guess. So maybe that part, but I think it can be done. I think it can be done. You know, I asked you in the chat the other night if you thought that women realize they're powerful. Is that what you were referring to? I think that women are very powerful. I just don't know that we have untapped it, because there's one of my friends, and he'll say that to me. He's like, AJ, if you knew, he said, man, if you knew what I knew, he's like, you can get all these guys. All you have to do is ask them for help. Ask them for help and see how they've been to you. And I was like, really? I was like, I don't think And I would go back and forth with him, but I do think he's right. I do think it's a skill. If you can master it, you can really harness it and really get, there are women who's like, I get anything and everything I want, right? They just, yes, anything and everything they want. And so I do know that it's definitely possible. We're still working on that possible. But I want to read the book. There's a lot of books in the Bible that got left out. So I need to go back and find them. Somebody said there's one for Divine Feminine, but I don't know if that's the name of it, per se. But I know the Book of Thomas, the Book of Enoch I need to read. And there are a few others. Yes, that is true for me. His kiss caught you off guard. That sounded a bit early. Yeah, I mean, I was so taken aback because I don't remember. I traveled a lot. So I had not seen him in at least 3 years. At least 3 years. Because I hadn't even been to the state in 3 years. So I know it had been at least 3. So for him to come over and it just threw me. It totally threw me. Totally threw me. And I was like, dang it. I'm like, I need a do-over. But I also don't want to do over because Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. Because I also feel like, when you like somebody for a long time and then you finally get them, I feel like you don't want them no more. Or is that my toxic trait? It might be. It might be me. It might be me. Because sometimes it's the mystery of the person, right? The mysteriousness of them. So yeah, I don't know. Many women use their power in the wrong way. How should they use their power? Vital. There are many books missing. Yes, many, many, many books. Because I think, well, it's done on purpose. That's for sure. It was definitely done on purpose. And so here we are. But here's the thing about life is, I think as AI gets smarter, it causes us to do more soul searching, and our true authentic nature has to come out, because there has to be an even balance within everything, because everything on this side of life is neutral. It's either good or bad. It is what it is, and everything's balanced. So if AI gets more powerful, then internally we have to get stronger in our mindset to be able to balance both, because we will always be more inclined than AI, because we created it, right? Man created technology, so yeah. I was just sharing with a friend that it's funny we call ancient wisdom new age. Right. Because there is nothing here that is new. It's just stuff we haven't learned or haven't been. Like, I will always say that there are, I was watching Dr. Pimple Popper earlier, and I'm looking at all these people, and it's like, well, they said there's no cure. And I'm looking like, there's always a cure. I just don't think you can find it in every country, because every country doesn't want you to know that there is a cure. If there's something in America that you have that you can't get rid of, I'm pretty sure if you go to a different country, they probably, oh yeah, you just take this and it'll be gone in 5 days. But you'd have to know to go looking for it, right? Because I truly believe that anything and everything is here. Anything and everything is here. There is nothing that's like no cure. Not possible. It's not possible. It's here. We just have to find it. And if it's not in America, then we check Europe. If it's not in Europe, then check Australia. If it's not in Australia, check Asia. Right? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. It's probably the weed in your backyard. I'm almost convinced that if you, like, you know how like Jesus spit and healed the blind man with his spit. I feel like if you spit in some like really fertile soil, whatever grows up at that point in time probably would be able to heal you, because it knew exactly what you needed. Based on the chemistry of your saliva, it knew exactly what you need to grow the plant to be able to heal you. But that's just my brain. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I just feel like in my brain there's some truth to it. Used to build and heal, not wound. Your godchild is very cute. They're very fun to watch with you. Oh, thank you, Garth. Yeah, they are very dynamic. Very dynamic. I was just, I love her. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I remember you said there is nothing new under the sun. Neither is AI. It's not new. Exactly. Yeah, because this has been around for years. You remember Enemy of the State? You knew AI was back then, and Enemy of the State came out in 1990. And the way they could track him and all his locations and all his coordinates back then, you knew AI was something. You need to provide men with opportunities to be a man without patronizing him. Okay. Are you saying in general, or are you saying that I'm patronizing him? Which one? You are correct. It's here. It's suppressed. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jaron. I feel like everybody has meeting, but I'm not gonna argue with you tonight. However you feel, you feel. I'm not doing opinions tonight. I'm gonna let you stay right where you are. I'm more concerned about what Garth said. What you said, Garth? You need to provide. You need to provide men with opportunities to be a man without patronizing him. I feel like need is such a strong word, though. But I also think women do. You are correct in the fact that women do create the relationship and the way that it flows. So previously, I had went on a date, and the way that it came about was like, oh, I thought you were gonna hit me up, and I said no. I said, if you are the one who if you're the one to speak it into existence, I think you should be the one to see it to fruition. And so he was like, oh, okay. Well, then are you free tonight? And I was like, absolutely, I'm free tonight. And so I enjoyed that part, and everything I would make sure that I put the ball back in his court, the ball back in his court, the ball back in his court. So over time, if I have to keep putting the ball back in your court, then it just lets me know what to look forward to, right? That's all. That's what I'm saying. Like, should I address it again? How many times should I address it? Or is it that he's comfortable, right? My goal is not to change anybody, right? I think as women, we're gonna upgrade you anyway, right? Like, if it's somebody that I like, then there are gonna be different things that I'm going to do, just over time, just naturally, to make minor adjustments, right, to the relationship. It's almost like you customize your relationship, right? And I think everybody does that. In some way, shape, or form, we customize our relationships. However, I don't want to do a lot of customizing. Not to the point where you'll wake up and you'll be like, who is this person? I don't like who I am. I don't want that for you. Right? I don't want that for you. No. Not manipulation, just being mindful of the energy, right? Like what Garth said. Garth said, you need to provide a man with opportunities to be a man without patronizing him. So if I know that, and I don't have to say this to you, but if you all know, most men know that we always joke about women not knowing what they want to eat. Think about the fact that she is always going through different phases, right? She's always changing. She's always evolving. The sun comes up, does what it needs to do, and goes back down. Sun comes up, does what it needs to do, and go back down. She is the lunar phase. She is you know what I mean? She's all these phases. She is the new moon. She's the full moon. She's the half moon. She's a crescent moon. She's all these different things. So the easiest thing for you to do would be just to ease her mind and pick the place, make the dinner arrangements. She really can't be upset about it because you chose something. It's so much more comfortable and ease for us that you've chosen something, right? And he's like, oh no, it's whatever you want. I know it's whatever I want, but I would love to see what you decide for me, knowing who I am. That would be so much more appealing to us. And that would be so much more. Um, it's just a nice gesture because we're always in our brain. So if you take that one little thing and remove that from our brain, it gives us so much comfort. And it's the little stuff like that that goes a long way. But if you try to put it all back on us, then you're going to, then you keep her in her brain. You keep her in that think. Just if you find ways to just allow her to be at ease and you take little things like that off her plate, it'll also give you more confidence and it'll make you look more masculine to her, in her eyes. Okay, let's read this chat. But my nieces and nephews always bring me joy. Oh, that's good, Jaren. I'm glad your nieces and nephews bring you joy. Growing into a complementary unit. Yes, thank you, Jess. And being a loyal woman. What's a loyal woman, Jaren? What's loyal to you? I was just telling a man that in the store today who brought his wife shopping, right? And I say it's a little thing. It's a little gesture. And then also for the man's side of things, there are little gestures that we can do as well. So I think it does on both ends, but also just knowing what it is that you're looking for. Like I go back and forth because I want somebody who's more business minded. I like that, but I also like I also like the idea of being grounded because I'm an air sign, so I know that I can be up in the clouds, and I would like somebody who's grounded, but not grounded to the point where you don't travel with me because I like to travel. So that part. Hello, Okara. Hey, it's a beautiful one. Hello, Okara. She needs to watch those kids while I'm working. Jaren, are you already in a relationship? And here's the thing. Now I'm gonna add to that because okay, hold on, wait. They are not missing, and they are not at all great. They are not missing. They are not all that great. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Garth. What are you talking about? One who does half the work and doesn't complain about it. Jaren, I think you may need to flip roles for a little while. Because sometimes we have to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes to understand where somebody is. I do that often. I do that very often. Put myself in somebody else's situation to figure out why they are the way they are. Because it's easy to stay on your side of the street and not go to the other side. So once you're in there, and once you're in their mindset, in their brain, seeing what they say, feel what they feel, you have a different found respect for that person and what they do. Because let me tell you, that 5-year-old and that 8-year-old that I spent the last week with, as cute as they are, please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. I just want you to sleep, right? The yelling, the screaming, the running around rambunctious, you know what I mean? Like they're kids. And also, I need you to sleep. And also, like, I would like a full, like you said, 6 hours of sleep or something. But if they're getting up at 4 a.m. and they're coming in your bed and waking you up because they can't sleep and stuff like that. So you said she needs to watch those kids. Those kids are probably the same way. They're very energetic. They're very beautiful and loving. They do have a lot of beautiful things that they give us, and they keep us young. However, you are telling her that she needs to watch the kids. However, the kids keep her young and youthful. If you are not around the kids and you're not watching the kids, then you are also there are different things that they do. They keep you young. They keep you limber. They keep you moving, right? Because you're up and down. You're picking up behind them. You're cleaning behind them. You're chasing them, and they're chasing you, and all the different things. And so you're moving body muscles that you probably wouldn't use if you're just going to work every day. So there are also some benefits to her being able to be around the kids. And complaining, they can be a lot to handle. I don't know how many kids we're even talking about. But she does need adult time. She probably needs mommy time by herself. Probably needs time with her friends, other adults. So yeah. You know how when you want to pull out a chair and a woman snaps and makes a comment, she is not helpless. This is the one way they block the blessings. That's a good one, Vital. That's a good one. Yes, all cures are here in nature. It's called partnership. So there's a difference. I guess I'm guessing, Jerron, you're 50-50. I'm guessing you're 50-50. I am not 50-50. So we may disagree there because I do think that there's a lot of different things going on in a female's body. And I think I mentioned that probably before you got on. Like women naturally need more sleep because we have cycles every month. And so our bodies is always doing something, always producing, always producing, always producing. So she's going to need more time. She's going to need more sleep. She's going to need a lot more things than your body needs. And so if she's not getting that, then she probably will complain because she doesn't know how else to have another outlet to do so. I'll mow the lawn, weed whack, fix the house, cook dinner, protect everything, water the garden. Where's our time? Where is whose time? Where is you like your masculine time? Just curious. Oh, Kara, I'm 39. Everyone needs venting space. I agree, Vital. Every partnership works out their own arrangements. Yeah, do have to work. Okay. Right, because he can't give birth to have the children. This is true. This is very true, Jess. This happens in our... How long have y'all been together, Jaron? This happens even in our roles, for instance. Often as children grow, they sometimes do things that although they can do, let your dad be your dad. Oh no, Okara, no. No, not 17. To let us be alone. What, the kids? How many kids do you have, Jaron? You know, at a certain age, kids watch themselves. I watched a lady, she had 4 kids. And she said, she was like, you would think their 4 kids would be a lot. But she's like, at this age, I'd be like, tell your brother, get your sister to help you, get your brother to help you. They are their own unit at that point. Don't tell mom to, get him to fix it for you. And so she would just redirect them back to each other. Like, I don't know how many kids you have, but listen. So you said let men have some alone time. Interesting. I think everybody needs their space. But you have to find times for that, and you have to have it, and she has to have it as well. We all have to have talks. You gotta chat. And then something tells me, Jaron, that your delivery may come off a little harsh. And so I'm thinking that may be it. Mindful of each other's energy. Yeah. That's why I believe in man caves. Yeah. Hey, cooking. Yeah. Y'all may just need venting sessions together. I don't know. Y'all have family and friends nearby to be able to watch the children and stuff? Because I don't think you said how many kids you had. No? Yes? She caves and man caves. She sheds and man caves. Yes. Because I'm thinking that her she shed probably doesn't get as much attention as your man cave will, just because children tend to navigate and gravitate towards their mothers. Talking, most women don't have a beer and get back to work. Do you want her to have a beer and get back to work? Is that what you're saying? You don't want her to drink, do you? What are you saying? I'm not sure. I may be misinterpreting what you're saying. How many kids do you have, Jaren? What are their ages? What are the ages? Because I will say that for women, we will vent. We will complain about something. Not necessarily that we want you to fix it, though. Right? We're just venting. Like, we're just, like, saying all the things that, but we wouldn't change anything. I think, but the difference is with y'all, I think you want something physically to change. Talking most. So let's look at the poll. Do you have a hobby? 90% say yes, 10% say no. Okay, not bad. Are y'all still on? I'm not seeing any messages in the chat. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. And that I didn't lose any signal or anything. Because sometimes it does that. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. It is 2 a.m. We have been on since about 11:30ish this evening. We are talking about, it started off talking about hobbies, and now it's progressed into something much more, which is beautiful. If you are just tuning in, let us know. I want you to double tap the screen to like the live. And also, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. You mean Jess. Veda's already gone. Veda's gone for the evening. She says, I agree. If there are children, one partner can watch the children when the other have them. Yes. Yeah. Because I think, yeah. I agree. I agree. There's so many different dynamics in this world. You meant Jess. Yeah, I figured as much. I want a snack. But I don't want none of these snacks. Okay. I see that. But I think at the beginning, we are feeling you out so we know what you like. Chat away. Chat always cuts me off on my last sentence. Oh, the chat, okay. You never catch me in that trap. Catch you in what trap? Jaren, you are talking in circles. I'm still waiting on how many kids you have. Or are you talking in general? Like are you just saying these things and they're not applicable to your situation? Cuz that's almost what I'm feeling. Like you're because you haven't said how old the kids are. Marriage. Where are you from, Jaren? That's an interesting way to spell marriage. How long have you been married? People grow every day, and children, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. That's what I'm thinking, venting. Yosemite, California. Okay. All right. How many children, Jaren? How many children? What are the ages of the children? If you say they're grown, I will be mad. How old are these children? I was referring to the other Bible texts. He may be venting and his thoughts has to be pulled together. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, Vital. Just a warning to young people, don't do it. Don't do what, Jaren? Oh yeah, Jaren. Jaren's giving. Yeah, I'm thinking Jaren is older. I'm thinking Jaren is I think as we get older, we ask better questions, get better answers. Ask better questions, get better answers. The more you ask, the better, and then you can decide from there what life is going to look like, because people give you a lot in their mannerisms, in their conversations, in their body language. They give you a lot, but it's also, are you reading the signs, right? Because if you're over, that's why I go on awareness walks every day, to see what stands out for me, to see what I notice, because there may be a lot of things that you are overlooking in this lifetime that you have glazed over when they were right out in front. Have a child out of wedlock. Sounds like he is disappointed. Thanks, Vital. Mind you, I'm an out the box Gen Xer. Oh, hey Mark, how are you? Yeah. So, what are those mirrors? I can't tell. Yeah, you gotta look at something. I gotta look in the mirror and see whatever you put out is what you got back. Whatever you put out is what you get back. It just comes back in reverse. That karma is something serious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad you're good, Mark. Yes, that reflection is so weird. I don't have kids. Jaren, you don't even have no kids. Jaren. I it depends on the people. It depends on the people. It depends on the outcome of the situation, right? Like, even if I think about my situation, I still want children. Now, I may say maybe two together may be too much. Maybe one, right? I mean, to each his own. To each your own. If in fact you wanted children and then you change your mind, I mean, men can have children up to any age, so it doesn't really matter for y'all. Sometimes masculine don't find it easy to zone in on expressing what the exact issue is they're upset about. I can agree with that. I think that's why they do physical harm, because it's hard for them to express how they feel. Oh yeah, glazed over. I think most of us have had somebody ask us something like, why didn't you ever ask me out? Or, I always had a crush on you. No kids, no women, just peace. Okay, Jared. Can't argue with that. Just does she have children? You have to ask her to. Yeah, I have no children. I still want them though. And so we go back and forth in this chat quite a bit about children. About to have, to not to have. Some are like, yes, I have them. Some are like, I don't want no more. Some are like, I'm open to it. So, Jess is empty nester now. Okay. So yeah, we go back and forth in here about children. I think I think they keep you youthful. Unless you're like Jaren, I don't know how old you are, but unless you are active and working, and when I say working, I mean like exercising and moving around, because children do keep you youthful. And then at some point as you get older, you're going to look to having, unless you have really meaningful relationships with like family and really close friends that you decide, and your friends keep you engaged and active in community activities, then yeah. Jaren said nothing. Jaren said no wife, no children, just peace. So I don't know what age that is. So I'm not trying to give opinions tonight. It's at least two for Asia. I said that, and then this whole week was interesting. Now I will say, now granted, everybody has a different parenting style, right? So I do think my parenting style is probably different from most, and probably will be different from most. Although children are very rambunctious and stuff, I do think that is yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. Like when I watch them sit down and eat, it's like, hey, sit down and eat. Now, granted, we tell children to sit down and eat because they could either choke or or get food all over your floor, right? Because they're always moving. But I also think all that stored energy, it needs to come out anyway. So you might as well let it out. Let them run. Let them do all that stuff. So that way, when they sleep, they fully sleep, and they fully sleep the entire way through because they've been able to run and get all that energy out anyway. I'm out of shape. I just prefer being alone. Well, movement does a body good, because when we sit for a long time, our bodies are like, oh, you're done. So we're good. We don't need to do this no more. Okay, cool, I'm out. And so that's when your body starts to shut down. So I'm always encouraging people to move around, because I've seen it too many times where people retire and a year later they're gone because they sat and their body's like, oh, we're done. Oh, okay. Hello, JR Gaza. You have to have at least one of each, and your husband will be helping you. Oh, thank you, Garth. We shall see, Garth. We shall see. I thought Jaron mentioned that he wants his wife to watch the kids while he goes to work. Right, but then he said he didn't have any. He said he was looking at other people's lives. And I think sometimes whoever's close to us, I think we take on their lives as our own when it's not ours to take on. Right? Somebody else's life is not yours to carry. And you can cultivate the life that you want. You can cultivate a helpmate, a wife who takes care of the kids, who wants children, right? Like, let's say, for an instance, the person he's talking about, maybe she didn't want kids, right? He wanted kids and she didn't want them. And then she got pregnant. And so now he's like, well, why is she complaining? She didn't want him in the first place, right? So there's a difference there. As opposed to somebody who's like, oh my God, I love children. I want children. You know, yes, they're a little more than I thought initially. They have so much energy, but I still want them, right? There's a difference in there. Women these days are hard to judge their intentions. I'm 40. Jaren, ask better questions, get better answers. I am 39 and I still want children. I don't think I'm hard to judge at all. I just think when you have done the work on yourself, it's a lot easier to find people who have done the work themselves as well. When it's a lot of this or that and the conversation is very leaning to one side, then that just tells me there is more work to be done. You're not happy? Why would I not be happy, JR? What do you mean? We're just in a very deep discussion. How are you, JR? I think I said hello, JR. Yeah. I watch everybody else's kids and get to leave. Okay, Jaron. So you like children then, because you're watching kids. Yes? Help me understand. Do you want children? You like watching the children. So you like to watch them. So you like being like rich auntie, like being rich uncle. Helpmate is powerful. Yeah. Happy feet. Hello, happy feet. Is that Charles? Is that Vanny? Hey, Charles. Hey, Vanny. We haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I'm 40, maybe too late. What may be too late? If you're still here, it's never too late. Hey. Hey, happy feet. AKA Charles, AKA Vanny. So Jaron has no wife, no children. Why is Jaron upset? That's where I'm getting at, Vital. That's why I love these chats, because people eventually we will get back. So Jaron is the frustration of the children and the wife and all stuff was the symptom, not the cause, right? So now we had to go all the way around the world to come back to the fact that Jaron had no children, has no wife, and now I'm 40, maybe too late. Cause that's where the real part was. We went all the way around the world to come back to that's the real part right there. So we did all that blaming and all that stuff to get back to I'm 40. I may be too late. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I love you too, Jaron. This stuff is so good. Did you feel that? Y'all felt that, right? Ask better questions, get better answers. We'll get to the core of it. That's like sales. We get to the core of it. We just have to ask all the questions to get back to the answer. because I don't have any. So you can still have some. My question to you, Jaren, is do you want them? If you want them, you shall have them. But if you want them and you say all the negative things about why you don't want them, then it's going to get a lot harder for you to have them. And then you're going to get older and older and older and older. Now, men can have children until their 70s and 80s. As long as your stuff's you're good. So you're okay. But I do think you need to stay healthy because I will say that for the first 3 months of a woman's pregnancy is all determined by the sperm. So the healthier you are, the healthier the baby is, the healthier her pregnancy is. Miscarriages, morning sickness, that is directly tied to men. So if in fact she has those sicknesses and all that stuff, that generally becomes from the fact that the sperm was not as healthy as it could have been. So if in fact you want children, yeah, take care of yourself. In general, it is hard to judge a woman's intent, but with a type of woman like Aysia, it should be easier because of how much communication is. Absolutely. Thank you, Garth, for saying that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That has been found in like the last few years that a lot of the sicknesses that which makes sense, right? It's his swimmers, and if his swimmer is not swimming, then she's gonna be sicker, and a lot of that we carried as ours. Mm-mm, it's not us. It tracks, right? Did you have morning sickness, Jess? I never had time or the money. Jaren, you still have time. You still can make money. Um, so we don't do it. We don't do victim over here. We do solutions. Kids, now you're giving me excuses. You're giving me excuses. Kids are expensive. The money will come. The money will come. I promise you. There are plenty of people who have had children, didn't know how they were going to make things work. We have a God, we have source, we have spirit, we have universe. Anything and everything that you want will come. Okay? Hey, Peyton. With one of them. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Don't wait that long to have children. I've seen some situations, baby count with a lot of defects. Again, I think that has a lot to do with what you're manifesting and a lot to do with what you're doing, right? The health of the mom, the health of the dad, and then your mindset, what you're calling in. Girls too ain't getting sleep. Peyton, we're having some really good conversation. I like deep chats. I like getting to the root of things. I like unpacking stuff. I like digging ditches and going down rabbit holes. I'm in a rabbit hole right now and I love it here. Thank you. This rabbit hole is fun today. We went from hobbies to kids. It's amazing over here. I've avoided all my life just so I don't let a child down. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's where it starts. That's where it starts. And then so we pile on tons of stuff on top of it to make ourselves think we don't want children. But we do want children. So Jaren, I think the real thing would be to sit with why you feel like you would let a child down. Why would you ever feel that way? And how do you know? You've never tried it. The man was like, be 80. And the child looked at him. 100%. Yes, Jess. Yeah, so Jaron, I think you do want children. I think you would probably be a good father. I think you have over talked yourself out of it when you really wanted. So I want you to circle back and figure out why we did that. Right? Why are we so hard on ourselves? Because of something that happened in the past. We can rewrite those wrongs. Why do you feel like you were left it? Exactly, Vital. Right. Just because you've seen somebody else do it doesn't mean that your situation will be the same. So I really would like for you to just sit with that. I don't know if you journal. I don't know if you write. But I think you would be a good father. I think you just have to work through the things that you, what if you fail? What if you succeed? Let's not be negative on ourselves. What if you succeed? What if you're a great dad? Right? Because kids grow up and idolize their parents. They adore their parents most often in times. And I think sometimes having that child will give you that extra that you need. Because what you're saying to me, I'm thinking you're gonna have. I think when you do have a child, because I feel like you're gonna have. I feel like you're gonna have a girl, and she's gonna be daddy's girl, and she's gonna give you everything that you just thought you didn't have, and she's gonna be like, "You're doing a great job, daddy. Can you help me with my socks? Can you help me with my shoes?" And she's gonna be laying up under you. I can see it. I can feel it. How do you know that though? Did you write the script you gave us? No, I actually found it. One of the ladies, oh gosh, I forget her name. I saw it on Instagram, and so I've been doing it for 25 days now. And so I was like, oh, this is working. So the day that I started, when our chat started going crazy, I was like, why isn't chat going so crazy? And I was like, oh, I think it's working. So I do yeah. I've been doing it every day. And so what I do is I recite it, I write it down every day. So this is my journal. And so I've done it every day since I want to say July 31st. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Yeah. So I started on August 1st. And I've done it every day since. And today is the 20th. So tomorrow will be the 24th. So yeah, I've done it every day. And I've started to notice what comes up for me. But when I do that, the men that come my way, I see little things that I would like, oh, I like this about him, but I would like to tweak this. And then I realized instead of me changing him, right, because we want to be like, oh, well, I don't like that about him. So instead of me attempting to change his personality, just change something within myself. I was like, hey, I attract a man who is willing and able and ready to settle down. I'm saying settle down because, I'm moving. But different things that I know that I want within him, I need to change within myself. Because when we manifest what's inside comes outward. So if I want a better outcome out here, I need to fix what's going on in here to have a better outcome out there. Hey, Appa. Sharon, were you let down as a child? Now we're getting somewhere, Vital. I am not providing for you. What does that mean, Garth? You're not providing for who? So what I'm saying is, answer. What do you mean by that? Before I say, because I've been and jumped down a whole rabbit hole, and we might be talking about two completely different things. I haven't found anyone since I was 28. I'm now 40. Jaren, do you leave the house? Do you leave the house? Because I watched Dr. Pimple Popper today, and the amount of people who had these growths on their body for over 10 years. And he was like, well, I thought I was just going to go away one day. Mm-mm. And a lot of it is stuff that is trauma stored in your body, and you thought it was going to go away. It doesn't go away until you deal with it. So it could be that unpacking some of that stuff will definitely lighten your load. Find which plates you want to keep and the other ones that you want to drop and throw away. And let them go. That's the end of my previous chat. Oh, okay, let me see here. We've also, wait a minute, I missed all this, hold on. Okay, we've also talked about the females, nonverbals, not being recognized. I always ask the women I dated to hit me between the eyes with a 2x4 figuratively. Just pretend I'm dumb. Spell it out. Spell it out to me if you need something. That's so good, Garth. I'm not providing for you. Yeah, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. And you know what? As you say that, I may have to do that again. I may have to spell it out again. I'm like, listen, this is what I need. But we don't be wanting to do that because it feels like too much work. As women, we feel like I don't want to change you. However, I don't want to do so much that you are not the same person that you would have been. And I think that there's a line there, because you've ever seen that there's like the joke about the black wife effect, and it's usually for white men dating black women and how much they've changed over time so they look like completely different men because of what she did to bring him to his like she kind of cultivated a different look for him, right? And so now he has a different vibe, a different energy, right? And so I think that when we think about that as women, we are kind of teetering on the fact that I guess I don't want to change you. However, we gotta fit each other, right? We have to fit each other. And in my brain, I could be with so many different people, and I know that they would all work. I don't want to outgrow them though. That's my thing. I don't want to outgrow you, because if I outgrow you, I know I'm not gonna stay. I can feel it right now. Because that pot, my roots are always gonna go deep. And so I'm looking for somebody who can grow with me. Because if he's not growing, then our pot's going to get too small. Jaren, were you actively allowing yourself to attract someone? Good question. Vital. Jaren, it starts with you. So many blocks. Yeah. I had so many blocks. Absolutely, Jess. The man provides, and no, I stay to myself, but no need for Dr. Dimple Pop. No, I know that, Jaren. I didn't say you had not pimples. What I'm saying is we hold on to stuff for so long and we think it's a big deal until you go to a Dr. Pimple Popper and then she pops the thing, and then you be like, all that time I sat with all of this stress, all of this heartache, all of this pain, all this turmoil in my body, thinking that things would never change. I've gone from 28 to 29 to 30 to 31 to now being 40, thinking I couldn't be with somebody, thinking I couldn't have no children, thinking I couldn't get married. And all of that was in my head. And all I had to do was step outside, acknowledge the fact that I think I may fail, only to realize that I am not the only one that has ever had that thought, right? I just need to figure out where that came from so that I can rewrite that, so that I can, we call it cognitive reframing, so I can take that awful um, that thought and memory that I had in my head and change that into a positive, figure out where that came from so that I can cultivate the life that I desire. And once I've cultivated the life that I can desire, I can then attract the woman of my dreams that can help me with the children, that can help me have the lifestyle that I desire, that I could marry and settle down with. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. You're welcome, Garth. All women try to break you like a horse. Not all women. That all, always, everybody, everything. I would like for you to take that out of your vocabulary, because you are on a pendulum swing and you're giving everybody that same narrative. We're not all the same. There are 8 billion people in this world and we are not all the same. All women are not the same. And we like horses over here. I don't even ride them like that, so I can't break one. I'll never get on one. Okay, Jared, you are sending yourself contradicting information. Yes. That's my issue and heartbreak. That's my issue, Aysia. That's why I think that was my last chance at life. No, it's never the last chance. Why y'all keep trying to give yourselves a death sentence? No. No. No, no, no. The universe gives you what you put out. If you want a different outcome, you got to put in different ingredients. You keep saying you don't want beef stew. Stop putting beef in the stew. Right? Maybe you don't make no beef stew. Maybe we try chicken soup. Maybe we try. Maybe we do vegetable soup. Maybe we do lamb chops. Maybe we do steak. Right? Let's just change it up a little bit. Let's put different ingredients in our pot and see what else comes out. But if we keep putting the same thing in, we're going to keep getting the same thing out. The universe is excited to give you something different. You have to put something different in. Okay. People hurt you and put up shields. And stop saying people hurt you. Huh? Let's turn that around. What did we do for people to hurt us? Did we not put up boundaries? Did we not tell them the things that we liked? Did we not tell them the things we didn't like? Did we just let them walk all over us? Because that would be the only way they could hurt you, is if you didn't tell them you didn't like something. The person with the strongest energy wins. If I have more energy and I'm stronger than you, and you're giving me this, and you're with somebody and she says she doesn't want to have children, and you stay with her for 15 years, that's not her fault. She told you she didn't want children. You was like, well, I guess I'm with her and I guess I'm not going to have no children. No, if you want children, then you need to find somebody that wants children with you. When you withdraw, you're just done. You don't sound done, Jared. You sound frustrated, but you don't sound done. I don't want to change a female either. In fact, I think many men want to be with their partner and want to do and be with what you need and want. So many men want to be formed to a certain account. Yeah, I think I agree with some of that. I do think men like to be molded. And I'll say that because if they were close to their mothers molded them, right? So that makes sense. Like, hey, Well, it's whatever you want to do because my mother did this. My mother created the man I am today. So why don't you create the man I will be tomorrow? I'm laughing as I say that, but I feel like that's my man created the man who I am today. So I want you to create the man who I will be tomorrow. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, because I'm not showing down anymore. I'm not showing down anymore. What does that mean? I love being Jared, no more beef stew for you. Stop putting beef in the stew. Maybe put veggies. Yes. Yes, Garth. Yes. What about cheaters? What about cheaters? You get what you attract, right? So if you are putting out energy that you feel like somebody's going to cheat on you, somebody's going to step out on you, then you are cultivating that. You are manifesting that. For somebody to step out and cheat would mean that it was, for women it's usually premeditated. So it would be that there were a lot of things that were happening in your awareness that you were overlooking, right? It could be a lot of different things, right? It could be you liked somebody who, maybe we talk about women are expensive, right? You need to date one in your price range. That's like a little mini joke that I've heard quite often. So were you dating somebody in your price range? Were you yeah, what were you doing? How were you reacting? What were you feeling? What were your thoughts? What were your actions? Because we get what we attract. Did you overlook a lot of things when she said this or she did that? Or did you like her because she was pretty and you let everything else go, right? You thought you couldn't do better, so you settled for less. I don't, I'm just asking. I don't know these things. You would have to do some deep thinking within yourself. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 daylight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 2:40 a.m. So we've been on for a while. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we don't bite, so don't be shy. We are talking about, start off about hobbies. Now it's a little bit more into relationships. So we would love for you to listen in and chime in if you have anything to say. Yes, we always have to look at ourselves and see what part we play. Absolutely vital. We want to provide and protect you, but you have to be faithful. Men would rather be respected than loved. I don't know that all women know that. I didn't know that either. I didn't know that for a while. So I do think, and it's a hard lesson to learn, I think, because men will do it to women quick, fast, in a hurry, and we will stay with you. But when it's the other way around, y'all will run out. So it's like, well, I did the same thing you did, and it's a different dynamic. So you're going to have to really have good conversation and be able to express yourself, Jaren, right? And be open and honest about how you're feeling, because I do think that also plays a part. And the feelings that you're harboring right now, if you're coming on a date like that, you're gonna get the stiff arm. So there's some work to be done there. But you're in a good place. I'm so grateful that you came on tonight, and I'm so grateful that you allowed us to share in this journey with you. The tomorrow man. That was funny, right? Damaged products. Oh, damaged products. So how can you trust anyone? How can you trust anyone? You have to trust yourself. Because if you don't trust anyone, it probably means you don't trust yourself. You have to start there first. Yes, Jan. Oh, Vital. Vital's on it. You've got to trust yourself. We as men want to protect and to provide. Absolutely. And we as women love for you to do so. Protect me, provide for me. Go ahead. Look, my super chat, you can donate right now. We love that. However, what you are wanting to do, you must first do for yourself. You must first do for yourself. You can protect and provide for us. You have to protect and provide for yourself first. It's hard for you to do it for somebody else if you have not done it for yourself. It will leave you very lonely or leave you very empty. You have to fill up your own cup. That is the only way that you can provide for other people, because you are going to be empty. And all the things that you said you didn't want, not having a 50-50, not having the woman to help you take care of the kids, failing as a parent, all the things that you didn't want to happen will happen if you have not taken the time to work on yourself first. And then you'll be like, I knew it was going to happen. It wouldn't have happened. We have to make sure that we are fully aware of the things that are happening to us. Combat veteran can do it myself. And if you go in with that mindset, then that's what will happen. We talk about this with independent women all the time. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. That's why you're upset when she doesn't want you to pull out her chair, when she doesn't allow you to open the door for her, right? Because I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Sometimes you're too much in your masculine. You have both, by the way. You have a masculine side and a feminine side. Your masculine side is the day-to-day showing up for yourself, the being consistent, doing the work, providing, right? That is the masculine. Your feminine side is your nurturing, your caring, your creativity side. And so, Jaren, I would encourage you to dig more into that feminine side of you, that creativity, that what is your hobby? What is the things that you like to do? Do more of those things and enjoy your life more, and enjoy being a little bit freer and not so hard on yourself. And I think that's where you will start to find more joy in your life. And then you'll also be able to call in more women that are more along the lines of what you're looking for. I'm always a gentleman. Okay. Combat veteran is giving me a different perspective on you. How much time did you do in there? Relationships are both partners giving 100%. I don't think that anybody should give 100%. That's a lot of you. You still need you. So if you give 100%, where is your portion for yourself? That's all I'm saying. I don't think anybody should give 100%. Oh. But that's just me. I think you need something. You have to have something for yourself. 5 years to tours Afghanistan. Oh, thank you for sharing. Do you think that your life, and because of what you've seen, you may be a little harsher on yourself, Jaren? And kids, for some reason, love me. Never understood it. You never understood it. You never understood it. I feel like you already know the answer to that. You never understood it. Your soul literally wants children. And so the parts of the kids that are migrating, and migrating to you just lets you know that that's where you're supposed to be, and it gives you the okay to want that too, because your soul wants it. So you keep running from something that you know you're supposed to have. Hmm. Hmm. I used to be in victim mode with relationship years ago. I had to sit down with myself and learn to love myself and accept me. It started attracting more healthy opportunities. Absolutely vital. It wasn't until I had my trip last year to Kenya that I realized I needed more self-love. I just thought I loved everybody. Of course I love everybody. Of course. It's just supposed to be this way. But it wasn't until that I went to Kenya that I was like, oh, we have not had this kind of love, right? So the kids they just immediately gravitate towards you and they love on you. And they have nothing. They have nothing to give you but love. That's all they have, because they don't know any better. And so now that you know it's pure and it's authentic, they would be like, you take it. They would walk me home. Now mind you, we were on one side, and we would walk around the fence to the other side, and that's where I would sleep, and they would sleep in their area. But they were like, oh, you look tired, we're gonna walk you home. I was like, not you walking me home. I'm in my 30s, you're 6. You're like 10 and you're walking me home. Yeah, you take a break. You take a break. You look tired. I was like, this is so cute. Not you putting me to sleep. Oh, but it was just so beautiful to see. Then they was like, did you eat breakfast? No, you need to go eat breakfast. Go eat breakfast. Versus thinking it's 50-50. Not gonna lie, it's been hard. Yeah. Do you not give your job 100%? Are you talking to me, Garth? Are you talking to Sharon? But I've had time to decompress. Okay. Well, I'm glad to be on your journey to decompression, if only for a little while, because nothing happens by happen, right? It happens cool. Everything is there is no such thing as coincidences. So you are meant to be here. You are meant to be here. But no, not going to have kids now. Do I not give my job 100%? I don't think anybody gives anything 100%. I think that's where burnout happens. When you give something 100%. And then when it doesn't happen the way that you want it to, then you're angry, then you're frustrated. The only thing I give 100% is this life. I'm dedicated to this life. I am dedicated to learning about this life. That is the only thing that I'm giving 100%. Is exploring it and pushing myself to different limits that I haven't done before. And even when I do that, I'm still cautious about certain things, right? Like I need to do more singing, because I think that's healing for me. Like we talk about hobbies. I need to do more singing. I don't do as much as I probably should. But I'm still excited about the process. You prefer to be alone. You prefer to be alone to process your feelings? Or you prefer to be alone because it sounds good to you? Which one? What about life? What about your life with your husband? Are you talking to me, Garth? So I'm not married. We are still very much in our exploration phase, where we are still learning ourselves. I heard one time that somebody said anything before 40. Here's the best part, Jaren. I had not said this to you yet. Anything before 40 is just research. Everything that you do up until 40 is just research. Anything after that, now you're in the game. So you are 40 now. So now you are just out of the game. You were on the bench for the last 40 years. Now you actually get to play in the game. So this is the best time for you, Jaren. This is literally the best time for you. Yes, it's like Paul all can chime in. Absolutely, Garth. Jaren is saying he is not ready within himself to procreate and bring another life into existence. Okay. I'm a lone wolf. Rather be alone because I don't want to have someone else's problems. Who said you have somebody else's problems? Why are you making up stuff, Jaren? If she's already healed, she wouldn't have the problem. I think it still goes back to self. It always goes back to self. Um, we are we like to blame other people. You're giving her a victim mentality that she doesn't deserve. You said I'd rather be alone because I don't want anybody else's problems. We're saying to work on your own self first. When you work on yourself, then you've done the work. Then you wouldn't even attract women who have problems. Right? Because everybody has something. Everybody has something to deal with. However, what she may be dealing with may be far less complicated than what you are dreaming up in your head. That's all. When a woman does that, I'll consider it. Stop putting it on her. Stop putting it on her. It starts with you first. If you are looking, thinking, how can you're wanting to fix her when the work has to be done from you first. It has to start with you. You dictate how people respond to you. If you're going in like they have to change and nothing is your fault, then you will always keep getting what you've gotten. The only thing that you can fix is what's inside of you, right? Your ingredients. You're thinking that it's somebody else's ingredients that are messed up. It's your ingredients that are messed up. You got to fix your own ingredients. Your cake keeps coming out flat, and you keep saying, "Well, it's your ingredients," but no, but your cake is flat. Your cake is flat, so we can't worry about her cake because your cake is flat. Let's worry about our own cake first. Let's get our cake to the point where it self rises and it stays there and it's fluffy and it smells good. Right? Let's start there. When she demands complete control. Who says she's demanding complete control? Where are you getting this from, Jaren? Who? And what woman, if she wants complete control, she is in her masculine, which means if she wants complete control, you are all in your feminine, sir. That is the only way that you can attract a fully demanding woman is if you are fully in your feminine, which means you have gave up all control. If you gave up all control, you gave the ability for her to take it. I cook and clean and she doesn't even work. Why would you do that? Why would you cook and clean and she doesn't work? What do you like being in the feminine? That's what you want. You want to be in the feminine. You said I cook and clean and she doesn't even work. Jaren, you have to figure out what you desire. What is it you want? Because you're giving conflicting information. Some of them are like that. Some of who are like that. What is it that you want? Because you're giving excuses. What do you want? And what are you going to do? What are you doing? You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. Unless that's what you want to do. If you're cooking and you're cleaning, then you're allowing her to be in her feminine. But then you said women are controlling. So if women are controlling, then that means you're in your feminine and she's in her masculine. See who is Ashe. Huh? What you mean? He say who she Jaren. He say who she Jaren is speaking of. I'm not sure, Vital. I'm not sure. But it's getting late. I do have an earlier morning. So we may have to put a pin in this. Great discussion. I enjoyed this rabbit hole that we went down. Jaren, I would like you to kind of figure out what it is that you want. Not what you don't want. What do you want? What do you want? Write that out. What is it that you want? And what does that look like? Instead of the opposite of what you don't want, what do you want? You say, okay, then if you want to be by yourself and you want to be alone, then that's fine. Then be alone. It doesn't sound like that's what you want. It sounds like you have given so many excuses that that's where you end up. I'm telling you that you can have the desires of your heart. You can have the family. You can have the life. You can have the wife. I'm saying that you can have all those things. It starts with your mindset, though. Your mindset's going to have to change in order to get those things. But if you want to be alone, then be alone. You've been alone since you were 28. You're 40 now. If it's working for you, then stick with it. If that's what you want. But you can't say that you want to be alone and then talk about all the stuff that's going on that's bad about being alone. He's like, well, I'll just be alone then. Because you're giving conflicting information. And the universe cannot give you what you want when you don't know. Because you're giving too many different negatives. So it's going to just keep giving you what it says. Like, okay, well, it looks like you like it. Because you haven't changed anything. It looks like my ingredients are fine because you keep staying where you are. So if in fact you want something different, you got to put something different out there. Hello, Elonix. How are you? See, he's giving conflicting. He wants it, but he doesn't. Exactly, Vital. And so even us as bystanders of your life, Jaren, we're just meeting you for the very first time, Jaren. Me, Vital, Jess, we're seeing what you're going back and forth with, and it's conflicting for us. So I can only imagine how long you've been sitting with that. So I would like for you to, you have free will to do whatever you want, but I would like for you to journal and write down, even if you don't journal, write it down what you want in your life, just in your life. Stop saying it's hard. Say it's easy. Whatever negative you have, I want you to make that a positive. Just for 30 days. Whatever negative you have, make it positive. It's hard to find, it's easy to find. Women are this, women are great, right? Just whatever negative things I want you to turn positive, positive, positive. Find more positive things will happen. When you go out to get something to eat, smile more, right? Instead of probably looking like mad and angry, smile more, be more happy. You know what I'm saying? Try harder. I'm trying. Try harder. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If you tried it 3 times in a row and it didn't work, try 4, try 5, try 6. It's not that it's not working. It's that you haven't given enough time to work. It's not that it's not working. It's that it needs more time to work. Okay? If I told you if I told you that in 90 days you would find the love of your life, and if you only keep trying for 15 days, you're never going to get to the 90, you'll never get to her. Right? If in 90 days you will find the love of your life, and you knew for a shadow of a doubt you would find her, then you would stop trying to give up at 15. Right? You have to try a little longer. And instead of trying, I would say don't try, just do. Just be the man that a woman would love to be in love with. Be the man that a woman would love to be in love with. That sounds so good. Let me save that for myself. Be the man that a woman would love to be in love with. The universe cannot give you what you want if you can't decide exactly. So don't give up. Exactly. I used to do self-sabotaging relationships. I discovered I was choosing people that wasn't going to work just so I could prove it wasn't going to work. Ooh, Vital. That is so good. Jaren, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Vital said, I used to do self-sabotaging relationships. I discovered I was choosing people that wasn't going to work just so I could prove it wasn't going to work. That is what I feel like you are doing, Jaren. I don't even know any ladies, right? Because you stay in the house. If you stay in the house, you can't find nobody anyway. That's like staying in the box and wondering why nobody came to get you out of the box. Ain't nobody know you was in the box in the first place. When you put yourself in situations where nobody can find you, guess what? Nobody can find you. It's so simple. It's so simple. In order for you to cultivate the life that you are desiring, you are going to have to change the recipe. You gotta do something different. You gotta do something different. Day one, start with one different thing you're gonna do tomorrow. Do one different thing that you are going to consciously decide to do tomorrow that you normally don't do. And do it for 30 days. Just do it for 30 days. One positive thing, not negative, one positive thing that you're going to do for 30 days and see how much you start changing. And once that starts to work, then keep going. At 30 to 60, don't try and do 10,000 different things. It's not going to work. But try one or two different things that you're going to do positively for the next 30 days and see what happens. And there are 5 clues on what some women want. Yes, thank you, Garth. Yes. 5. I made a video about 5 things that we find attractive that men do. So yeah, go back and watch that. It's only like a 3. It's only maybe like 4 minutes long. It's very short. One positive and the regular homework. Yes. Look at Garth. You know what, Garth? I like you. You be listening. You be focused. I like it. I like it. I'd hope to be loved, but I have problems with connecting. Thank you for saying that. I stay out in the woods alone because I don't trust anyone. This is such a wonderful night. You are being for me what I usually am for my friends. Oh, I love that, Jess. Thank you for sharing. Don't look, just be as you are with yourself. Your lone wolf season. Cultivate joy and happiness. Ooh, yes. Don't look, just become. Yeah. This is so good. This is so, so good. Oh, I love y'all so much. Y'all just don't know how important it is to, just be able to just put it down. Put it down. All the lies that you have told yourself, put them down. Because they're not even true. They're not even true. I want y'all to love yourselves. Just like Garth said. So the homework is that for 1 minute every single day, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. 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 It may be the hardest thing you ever have had to have done in your entire life. Just to look at yourself and tell you I love you. And it's the person you spend with the most time with. You are the only one that you spend all your life with. Every minute of every day you spend with yourself. The least you could do is love yourself. The least you could do is love yourself. Because you spend the most time with yourself every single day. So the homework is to tell yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you for 1 minute. If you don't have a mirror, I want you to use your phone. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. Do, be, do, be, do. The L, unlucky charm. You see this heartbreaking, you see this heartbreak trying to make me believe it's all over. It's not over. It's not over. Love is, this is a good time to bring in something new. You mentioned the new moon. It's a good time to start over. It's a good time to rewrite our destiny and cultivate the things that we actually want. Right? Bring in the people that we want and see what the things that we are that we may have overlooked the last time and things that we did wrong. Right? Because it's easy to blame somebody else for the relationship that didn't work when we are overlooking the things that we did, right? Like as I'm thinking, I was like, man, there are quite a few things that I could have done differently. I could have done a lot of things differently. I was very much in my masculine. Very much in my masculine. Didn't even realize it. Didn't even know it. And so we spend a lot of time working on our feminine characteristics now than we used to. And I'm seeing so much of a change, so much difference. And I'm seeing the hurt and pain that people carry with themselves that they don't need to. We've all done some things. We've all been in some situations that we didn't like, that we weren't proud of, that we weren't fond of. We have childhood trauma. We all have something. It's okay to put it down. You didn't know any better. You didn't even have the inkling to know that that was wrong, or that it wasn't, or the outcome was going to turn out that way. So don't be so hard on yourself. And everybody's lifestyle and everybody's situation is not yours. Just because you've seen somebody else have a bad situation and have an unhealthy outcome does not mean that that has to be yours. You do not have to take that on as yours. Okay? You do not have to always be lonely. You do not have to accept that. You do not have to stop saying that. You do not have to try. Stop trying. Just become. Do. Instead of try, do. Because when people say, I'm trying, it usually never works. Right? I'm trying. Trying never ends up successfully, right? I just kept trying. No. Usually when you keep trying, you give up. So let's not say trying, because trying usually ends up in giving up. So let's say we do and we become, because when we do and we become, we get the outcome that we desire. I take full responsibility. I'm thinking of cutting the sides and back of my hair. that's when you start having those changes and growth. It's something, if you want to change something in the mental, something has to change in the physical. So it could be, yes, it could be haircuts. It could be, a lot of people get that tattoos. People get piercings. People do something to change, to cultivate, okay, I'm doing something different now. Something has to change. So what in my physical is changing so that my mental can move forward? Nobody wants to love me. I'm close. You are putting thoughts in your own head, Jaren. Jaren. Oh, my Jaren, my Jaren, my Jaren. I want you to, even though it's a new moon, this is what we normally do on a full moon. I want you to write down all the bad stuff that you keep telling yourself. Just write it all out, cause you can come up with some good ones. We done seen it all night long. You done came out with some really good things that you've been told yourself. Cause I said positive, you keep giving me negative stuff. See, you're not paying attention. Okay, so I want you to say all the negative things that you have about yourself, and I want you to write them all down, and then I want you to take them outside and I want you to burn it. Burn that paper. I want you to burn it till you can't read not a word on that paper. Be smart about it though, because it's hot outside. We're not starting any fires, okay? Put it in a pot or something, so that it's not, you know, messing up any trees or anything. You know what I mean? Like, or if you have like a fireplace, that would be good. Put it in the fireplace and burn it. But burn it. All the bad things and all the things that you feel like are negative and that are not happening for you, and burn it. Okay? Let's just start there. Because we got to get that out. We got to get that out because that is so ingrained in you right now. I'm already losing body weight. Ooh, that's good, Jess. Lucky charm is my mantra. I used to keep growing, elevating. That's good. I say I visualize. I envision. I envision. That's good. Words are powerful. You're creating your nightmare. That's it. Everything we say is a spell. So the more negative stuff you say, the more, our bodies are over 70% of water. So all that vibrating that you're saying to yourself, it's just vibrating. And we talked about that earlier today on the live, the Dr. Emoto, emotions and water. And so you are just doing that over and over and over and over and over again. And you're just vibrating that within your body. And water holds a lot of emotion. Water is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. I saved it, took a round in the bag. Positive. Water is really good. You took a round in the back. What do you mean you got shot? Is that what you're saying, Jaren? I want you to just think about what we said. I need you to do the mirror work. That's going to be one of the most prolific and profound new things you will do, for sure. So tell yourself I love you in the mirror for 1 minute. Just for 1 minute a day. It may be weird, it may be awkward, it may be strange. You may cry, you may get angry. Whatever emotions that you feel, I would like for you to sit with them and then write them down if you want to move past this. And I guess the question would be, Jaren, do you want to get better? That's the most important question. We done said a lot of stuff on this chat tonight. Do you want to get better? After burning those words, grew back into your mind immediately. Please me upon. Absolutely, guys. You got it. All right, I am in all of my affirmations. Every day. Thank you, Jazz. So, Jaren, do you want to change? Yes, vital. Absolutely. I am. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome to our live. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 3:19 a.m. So we are about to wrap it up and get off of here. I have not heard from Jaren. Jaren may be in self-reflection. Jaren may be thinking in deep thought. Wherever he is, we allow him the space to do so. We are only just giving our thoughts. However, I had no opinions tonight. But it's all love over here. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel and go back and watch this live back, especially Jaren, and see what I would love for you to watch this back, Jaren, and open up the chat. Not sure. I lost all my grandparents while I was away. Okay. Lost both moms. Now I'm just upset with life. Okay. Understandable, Jaren. We are sending you lots of love. We are sending you lots of peace. And that is something that you have to decide for yourself. But I do think that once you decide and once you say that the answer is yes, you want these things will come to you. Okay? They're just, I promise you, they're on the other side of your fears. Everything that you want is on the other side of your fears. Everything that you want is on the other side of your self-sabotage. Everything that you want is on the other side of your frustration, your anger. Everything is on the other side of your so-called failure. You can't really fail at this. We never had a playbook for it. So you can't really fail at life. We're just here. We're just here to experiment and try different things and do different things. And you need peace. I agree. You need peace. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. I have to love y'all and leave y'all because it is getting very late. I have an earlier morning. So, as always, my name is Aysia Smiles. Keep smiling. Keep shining. You got this, Jaren. Dreams come true. Not free. You just need a little bit of elbow grease. I love you. 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 I want you to tell yourself I love you for 1 minute every day in the mirror. If you don't have a mirror, use your camera phone and turn the camera to the reverse angle just like I'm doing to you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.